Hi everyone, Paul ISM. Welcome to Friday nights live at the Bench Show. So we're back with our usual show tonight. Last week we had the charity auction, which is fantastic. So we're back tonight with our usual show. We've got Tim does kit releases. We've got Dan looking at all your work on the Facebook page and the forum. We've got Graham filling in for Ivan's demo because Ivan's got a headache. Graham's going to be doing de-seaming an aircraft canopy tonight. So that'll be an interesting demo. Very handy to learn. We've also got questions for the crew, which one of us will pick up as well as a couple of giveaways. We've got a goodie bag for the winner of our favourite build and dance section, and chat with you guys in the chat as well. Last week, absolutely fantastic. It was a long night, a lot of hard work, which didn't stop afterwards. I know Tim's had a manic, well, basically week, I think, of this. And Hannah as well, packing stuff, sending it off. And I think the last few bits went today off us, and I think they're going tomorrow off Tim. I can't remember now. I might be talking out of town, Tim, but I think he just said that. The total for last week was 3,250. By the time we're taking all the postage off, everything was sent out 3,250. So that's great. Absolutely fantastic. £750 up on last year. It was a great night. We had some great kits to sell, some great generosity shown throughout the night, and absolutely brilliant. So as Malcolm said, that's another year's worth of Models for Heroes, which is great. So nice to see what we did as a modelling community is going back in towards modelling community again. So that's absolutely brilliant. So well done, everybody. I'm sure we'll have another one later on down the line. We're not sure when. We'll wait for Malcolm to ask us, and we'll sort that and get done. So well done, everybody there last week. Well done to these guys for helping, and well done to Hannah, Tim, and Malcolm as well, who had to post stuff out, because that was a bit of a mammoth task. Tim had a lot of logistical work to do, figuring out where everything was going, delegating all the addresses, and I know it took a lot of time and stressed him out quite a bit as well. So absolutely brilliant. So yeah, here's to the next one. Like I say, thanks to everybody that watched and took part. Absolutely brilliant. Right, tonight, we've got a couple of giveaways from Veteranus Models. They've very kindly donated a couple of kits. We've got a 148th Hellcat Mark 1, Mark 2. It's a dual combo. Lovely kit. I've built this a while back, and they are lovely, lovely kits. So brilliant price. And from ICM, we've got the 148th Dornier 17Z-7. I hate this. Oh, well, I'm just in the way.
We can see you. Don't worry, we can see you.
So another great kit as well. So these will be given away randomly throughout the night, and obviously throughout Dan's section.
Yeah, you found your little prop as well.
It's not there because never bother getting it. It's a bit lazy. We've got a goodie bag to give away as well. So we'll go for all the builds of the week on the Facebook page and forum. Pick what we like the best, and away we'll go. And that's it. Have you had a good week?
Yep.
Yes.
No.
Right
one.
It's got very quick, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't believe it's Friday already.
I know it did. I'm just not going to do that Tuesday show anymore. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, Ivan, don't be reading. Go to bed. You got a headache.
Yeah, don't sit in a dark place.
Yeah.
Like the toilet.
While you're there, you can do other things. So yeah, it was a good weekend last week. It was tiring. I'll give it that.
It was very good. Yeah, it was.
And I know poor Timmy was stressed out to hell. Mainly because a lot of people didn't follow directions and give us their addresses.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a chase and a chase and a chase, and it's like the quiz of who is who, because you have Facebook name, you'll have an email name, and then you'll have a live show name, and you've got to try and guesstimate to who is who.
And obviously
everyone says the same thing.
Tim had kits, I had kits, Malcolm had kits. We had other people from external sources that had kits. We had to then figure out who needs to get the addresses, and it's been a nightmare.
Yeah. So I'm hoping we've got it 100% spot on, and everybody's going to get the right kit. And I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will.
Me and Hannah have done 4 lots of separate postage. Wow. Two post office trips overseas and 2 Hermes trips with the UK.
I've got all my big parcels to be doing tomorrow. I have to wait for more tape to arrive. So that's my big parcels tomorrow. All
I'll say is, Luke.
Yeah, damn you, Luke.
Massive.
Damn you. You're a wonderful man, but damn you and your spin.
Yeah, you got a massive box on the way, mate, and it's full of packing peanuts, so you're separate packing peanuts for life. I'll be doing a few of the little ISM little bits and bobs as well. Well, just stickers and some more Haribo for you. And that's it. So yeah, great week, great weekend, and glad everything's done now. I'm not going to lie, it's been manic. Hoping to get rid of the kids through the week and they've still been there all week. But no, it was great. It was good. So that's it. Back to normal now. And Malcolm can let us know what he wants his next one doing. We can organise that. So fantastic. There we are. Right. So you're all right doing that aircraft seam removal demonstration, Graham?
Yeah, we'll have a go, shall we?
Have a go.
Yeah.
You've done it before, haven't you?
Yeah.
I'm an expert at this. You've done it before.
I've only done it twice, but I'll have a go.
Mate, you only got to do it once and that's it.
Yeah.
Listen.
You're the man. If you go wrong, mate, I'll just laugh at you. You'll be all right.
That's okay.
We'll join it. Where's Dan gone?
I think he's got a problem with his connection because he's getting really weird looking picture earlier.
He's got his brand new router today.
Yeah.
Right, have we got many slides this week, Tim?
Yeah, we've got to build up of 2 weeks, so we've got 35 slides. I'm just sorting out some lovely pictures we can use for the show.
I take it you got those ones I tagged you in today?
You've tagged me in them. I haven't added them yet. I will be.
How good do they look?
Oh, they look amazing.
Yeah,
they do look really, really good.
Yeah, looking forward to them. Your section's busy, Dan?
Facebook picked up and forums now got 2 pages. Oh, wrong way, 2 pages.
Oh, yeah, I did put mine on. I was only going to put it there. I was like, I forgot.
No, yeah.
I haven't.
I haven't.
Oh, great.
Sorry.
I'll put it up anyway.
Oh, it's a sawn in half meg, so.
Yeah.
Right, should we read this chat?
Yes, shall we?
Go on, I'll let you start, Graham. I got a bang in a day tonight and I can't be bothered.
Okie dokie. Well, the first one I've got is 1849 from Phil. Hey, peeps.
That's it?
Yeah. Okay, so Seymour Bobbington's says, hey, peeps. Dick Dolan's, hey, up, peeps. That sounds like a Nottinghamshire thing. Jesus, Phil's off straight in with a bullet. Damn, a wheel just pinged off. Andy's in there. Races High Hobbies. How do? Evening all. Seems like an eternity since last week's epic show. It was epic indeed. It doesn't seem like a week. James Buckingham says, good morning. Nolan says, any tips on stopping a neighbour's cat from breaking in and deciding my work in progress wasn't up to his standards, so he pushed it off the bench?
Up his standards a bit.
Oh my life.
Get a dog.
Yeah.
Flamethrower.
That's not good. Jamie Dartson there, Dart Modelling, says hello everyone. And James Giffins, Model Officer, says, yay, it's Friday. Good evening, afternoon, and morning to you all.
Hello.
Neil Fraser's in there, 381st Model Group, says hi guys. Rich Blondin's in there, says hey all. Adam Challenger Scale Models, yo dudes. Some bloke saying good evening from Sherwood Forest. Where's that? Carl's there making models. Evening, everyone. Andrew Haycock, evening all. And the Mighty G117 says hi all.
Hello.
And I was right. Dick is from Radford. He's a Nottinghamshire lad. Hey up. Paul Shaplin's evening all. And Norman D's there. So good evening, fellow sprue fiddlers. Stephen Whittingham's evening, folks from Plymouth. Stream 13, hello guys and girls. Mark Skate Models, hi all. Hope you're all well. Yes, we are. Thank you. Hope you are too. Mike Marshall, good afternoon from New Mexico.
Holy moly. Hola.
New Mexico.
Wow, that's far away.
Yeah. Was it New Mexico where Breaking Bad was filmed, wasn't it? That was New Mexico, wasn't it?
Some of it had, but I think
it was down that way, yeah. Lots of sand. Oddball says, good afternoon all. Oddball, I believe your parcel should be with you now. Close to yours in the week. Skullfish says, evening everybody. Stuart Avery's there. Hi guys, good evening to all. And good evening to all and the weekend and Ben Shaway. All right, okay, yeah. Blimey. Scuba Steve says, aloha from Hawaii.
Oh, aloha. Hey, brah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna. I'm not gonna say that.
Well, there's like hula skirts and stuff, isn't it? Hula skirts.
Oh, hula skirts.
Yeah. Ashley 389100 says evening all.
Hello.
Stroom13 has just finished working on the base for his 1/700th Bandai X model Magellan.
Ooh.
Don't know what that is. Sci-fi stuff.
Yes.
Sorry. Gaz Wilcox, good evening to you all. Hi, Gaz. How are you? Matt Matthias Rex, happy Friday, one and all. Vile Shane says hi, all. John Mattioli said hi from a sunny, warm day in the capital of the USA.
Ooh.
Why is that?
Florida?
Where's that?
You?
Andy Callis is in there, fresh from tiling his bathroom. Good Friday live crew and you mad chatters. And
Evening,
Alex Hillman says hello from the Netherlands. Francis Pare says hi all. Dino says evening troops. And Dick says he's still angry about the cat. Plan B will be finding how many thinny sticks I can shove up it. The War General's in there, says hello all. John MW, hi guys. John Stones, greetings from Germany, fellow modelers. Hi John, how are you? Haven't seen you for a while. Ian Douthwaite says, evening from my Greystoke model truck workshop. Ian's embarking on another epic scratch build.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In fact, two epic scratch builds. Yeah.
All I can say is madman.
Yeah. Martin Rubka says, good evening all. Good job last Friday. It really was. Thank you, everybody. Joe's model kits, well done to everyone who took part and bought kits in the auction. I received my kit on Wednesday and was well chuffed to have helped out. Thank you very much, Joe.
Yeah, I got mine too.
James Skiffin says, well done, everyone. Great to see and all the crew for the hard work. Willie Mack, hi to all. Frank Randall says, well done. Gary Pashley, awesome result for Models for Heroes. It really, really is. We're lucky enough to have a chat with Malcolm on Sunday at Cosford. Yeah, that's going to sort Models for Heroes out for a year now. That's really cool. And it's great to be part of that. Some Malingra.
I will just say that he made 80 quid win about 3 seconds and all.
It was 100. There was 5 of us.
What did he make it? Ah, yes.
There was
yes.
5 of us. Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, within seconds, we were up already.
Can we do something Vic, Ray?
Say again?
I'll do something for you if you want.
Yeah, crack on.
I'm going to ignore Flaky McFlakerson.
Malingra.
Yeah, hey Mika says good evening. Hello. Gary Constable says good evening, everyone, and well done to the crew on the auction last week. Brilliant result, indeed. Chris was there saying evening, everyone from sunny North Devon. Ooh, nice. Steve McKay says Dornier. That's awesome. Ivan's in bed. Oh, bless you.
Oh.
Turn the lights off then. Get to sleep. Chris Henson says hello.
Gerard's reading.
Been away for the past few weeks. Glad to be back. So glad to see you live tonight. Anthony Mitchell says good evening, goal. Calvin says he got his quick really quickly. Thanks, Tim. Well done to everyone. Glad to be part of this community. Excellent.
So to have you.
That says it was a wonderful night indeed. Razor says hi, my friends. Ray from Malta.
Evening, Ray.
Guys. Dick says thank you, my UMP this week. I love the Sanders. Fantastic. Almond says hello, peeps. Carl got his kit as well. Mr. Alex Simon missed the auction. Gaz Wilcox says, great total all. Well done, indeed. Bill's there. Sergeant Bowen says, oi, almost missed it. Hi, everyone. Hello. Total Scale Model, Steve's there saying, even all, happy Friday. That's that. Is there saying, just unwrapped his KI-84, Frank. Last week's extravaganza. Thanks all.
Nice kit.
Hannah's in there seeing everyone.
Hi, Hannah.
Hello, Hannah.
Good evening, Hannah.
Billy, Fridays to you all. Steve's there saying hello, Plastic Fanatics of Southport. Good evening to Paul's Plastic Minions. Claire's in there saying hi, everyone. Magnum PI's there. Tom Senick. Evening. Shepsy's there saying good evening, everyone. Sharpie saying hello. Mike's in Albuquerque. Or as Tim would call it, I love turkey.
He loves turkey.
Turkey, yeah.
John's there, Shadowland Scale Models, yo ho ho, and all sundry. Hoping you're all free and easy and wearing clean t-shirts, indeed. Evan Smith says hi from Washington State. Hello.
Hello.
Sean Brady's there, even all. You can keep your Mexico, your Hawaii. I'm in the shed in Scunthorpe. I win. There you go. Ewan Hunter says get to the prize draw. No.
Okay.
Who won? Lost Spider says hi from Arizona. Evan used to live in Honolulu as well. Oh, nice. Maui was awesome. Lovely. Bit of chat. Side says, evening all. Hope you're all well. Dan Cook says, evening from the shed. Hello.
Yeah.
He's got internet in the shed now, hasn't he? We converted him the other night.
Scamble the Jedi, Simon says, seen everyone. John says his auction winners arrived at his first station in the UK. Excellent. Thank God for that. JMCG says, hello, live show. Joseph Poro says, greetings, Earth models. Mr. Gow says, evening model fans. And Howard's there, Black Sheep Model Works. Howdy, folks.
Right, Howard.
Colin Wheeler says, evening goal. There we go.
Great to hear.
Right, should we do a giveaway first, don't we, shall we? I think we'll do the Dornier. Should we do the Dornier?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, should we give that away? Right, we're going to give this away. Body scale, Dornier 17Z-7. Very nice kit. Interesting looking aircraft. It's a night fighter. Great pictures by Nikki of Veteranus Models. So all you're going to do is follow directions. When you see Graham post in the chat, start numbers now. I was looking at he was concentrating. Everyone just looks constipated. When you see Graham pop in the chat, start numbers now. We'll do a 5-minute timer. Norman, let's just got that one handy, have you? I forgot all about that.
Hold on.
That is a good timer.
I got mine, don't worry. We'll do that one later if you've got it, though. Yeah, not yet, Martin. Nobody's posted in there yet. When you see Graham say start numbers now, pick a number from 1 to 1,000, pop it in there, and we'll give you 5 minutes and we'll end it and do a live random number generator. So if everybody stops posting numbers, we'll start them. You ready, Graham?
Yes, mate.
Oh, we can do it in 3.
You ready, Norm?
1, go.
Start numbers now.
Martin and Colin, put your number back in.
Oh, I just rolled my chair wheel over me toe.
Back of your heels a killer.
Just
At least your wheels jettisoned themselves.
A bit of super glue seems to have solved it, actually.
Oh,
yeah. Same, it can't solve the blinking creak, though. I was
says it fixed your creak because I haven't heard that for a while.
Hang on.
No, it hasn't.
I was just wondering, what kind of van do you think John's parcel will be delivered in?
A big one.
I'm thinking maybe a bench van.
Yay! But
oh, and you, Honza, you put a number in too early as well. Didn't see that. Put your numbers back in, guys. Don't forget, just pick one number. You pick more than one, you're disqualified. I've no idea what you're on about there, Steve. See what you've done.
Canadian visitor, what number?
Whatever number you want, Robert, between 1 and 1,000.
No, probably not, mate.
Never live it down, John. Never.
It's what we normally call a Timism.
What? What?
Like the I Love Turkey or the Leia Palpatine. It's a Timism.
David, if it's the same number, no, you're fine. So you got 3.5 minutes. Pop it in. We'll have a look.
Okay, ready to go?
Oh, it's a Vulcan Cup.
Mm-hmm.
This is box.
That's my new cup from the museum last weekend. I have a new hat as well, but obviously I'm indoors, so I'll not wear a hat.
Tim, Steve's asking when did you post out the 132 FW190?
I haven't posted it.
Got it?
I haven't got it. It's Malcolm's.
Yeah, Malcolm's got it, Steve, not us.
That's why Tim's not posted it.
Yeah, that's the reason why I haven't posted it. That's gone from Malcolm. That's been posted. You just got to be patient and it will arrive.
Tight, as they say.
So you need to give us a bit of time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, John. John put, well done to crew for the auction. You're all very special people. Yeah, well, some people don't think that, but they're just assholes. And that's being polite.
I second that.
As always.
I was going to say I could describe them in some of my words if you want.
Go on, Dan.
I'll probably let you off fine free as well. In all seriousness, Andy says he stuck away from it. We get a total. It was 3,250 after all the postage was paid, which there was a lot of stuff to post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot out there.
Yeah.
So not a bad night's work for everyone. Well done.
It's damn good.
I think I just about got over the cramp from writing it all down.
I'm not surprised.
I was like, last time I wrote that much, I was doing detention.
Minute and a half, peeps. Oh dear. Can you see somebody not lasting long in that chat tonight?
No.
The stopwatch on my watch. They'll be on screen a bit. We just forgot tonight.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
As long as your number's in, you don't have to worry about it. You can sit back, patient, and relax.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd you get the replacement bolts for your bench light? Bulbs. The place online. In the
name of it now.
I want to say you were the last person to get some, I think, weren't you, Tim?
Yeah, I got bulbs and the new starter for them.
Yeah, yes, you, and all the money went to the charity from the auction. Yes, we have receipts for everything, and I mean everything.
Yeah,
it's already been not called into. Somebody said it was Dodgers taking the money. Apparently, I'll tell you why we took the money. Got 30 seconds to do it. It's because we didn't want to put a shit ton of work on Malcolm. That's why. Because all the addresses got sent with the money, so we delegated out, didn't we, Tim? I'll say we. Tim did, really.
Yeah.
And how long did that take you? Over this week, do you reckon? About 10 hours?
Weekend, still this weekend to sort out.
Yeah, so about 10 hours work, and we did that to save Malcolm it. So nothing dodgy at all.
He is very appreciative of it.
We didn't want to ditch it all on Malcolm. Right, 3, 2, 1, mark it. But if anyone wants
now,
I've got all my postage receipts. I know Tim has, and I'm guessing Malcolm has.
Mine as well.
Quite happily share you with him if you don't believe us.
Yep.
And there we go. Right.
Gary's just said if his model factory hero Mazda gives him any more grief, I'll be donating that for the next one.
That's not the news I want to hear, Gary. When I start mine Monday.
One day.
Yes, Andy, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did last year as well. And I will say it, we got quoted as we're only doing it for publicity. And I'll tell you now, I can think of something a lot easier to do for publicity than 6 week worth of organising this.
Yeah.
And apparently one of them said it was a fake charity set up by one of my cronies. Yes, some very sad people out there.
Yep.
Very sad people. Anyway, right, let's random number generator. Usually have it queued up, but I forgot. Damn it. Graham's fault.
Damn you, Graham.
All my fault. My creaky chair.
Ooh. Right, we usually move on first.
I understand the other reason we took the money in ourselves was so we knew we had a total.
Yep.
So this is how much.
I'm not going to lie, I didn't understand the word of that. Say that again, John.
So another reason we had all the money sent to Tim was so that we had a total that we could then.
Yeah, we wanted the total. Yeah, we wanted to know the total there, and then we Malcolm, and you've got to be pretty low to steal off a charity. I'll tell you that right now.
Definitely.
Right, am I sharing?
You are, mate.
You are, mate.
That's enough of the crap. Right, so there we go. We're going to use this one first because this thing always picks a middle of the road number. So this one will probably pick one as well. But anyway, we'll try. Ignore that number. That's not the number. We've got 1 to 1,000. That's the number we're going to pick. As always, the winning number will be drawn. If 2 people have the same number, the first person to pick it wins. And if you think you know who's won, please don't shout it out. These are to check, double check. And once they answer, Graham will announce it. That's that. So the winning number 4, the Dornier, the hell is it? 17Z7 is 817.
Not a nice highway.
Usually randomly low.
817, boys. There we go. Steve Bromley's in the chat. Hello, folks. Oh, Stephen, I was so tempted by their F-18 the other day, but I just couldn't do it. Right, Joe says, well done, guys, and thank you for your hard work. Of course, you trust you and have every faith in you guys. We can prove for every penny's gone.
Oops.
Yes, we might have just done them before. Then would have gone under there. Tim, you still have hair?
Yeah. So does Ivan.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that. I think if I would have done it, Tim might have. CPC Farnell sells spare Chester tubes, yeah, but Howard's in the States, Dick. And I agree with you, Willie.
Pardon?
Willie said, anyone questions your lad's hard work, he's got a life.
I wonder what that is. I agree with you, Willie. I was thinking,
Andy says, well, one of the wobbly heads helping Malcolm out, and I've seen firsthand what he's doing. Feel free to put him in my direction if you like. No problem, buddy. Gary missed a postal parcel from the postie today. Got to collect in the morning. Pursuing some models for Heroes auction goodie bag. Well, I had that by now, Gary. That went ages ago. Find myself some UMP merch. I'm like, Gary. Lee's nursing evening, folks. Billy says everyone was a star. They put up with morons like me, and my King Tiger still arrived today. There you go. Well done, Billy. I suppose there's anything all. I wouldn't doubt you a lot, otherwise would be Friday's otherwise. Thank you. Thanks so much to me, Paul. Tell me you didn't number 15. F18, buddy. And don't let me get to you, Paul. You all did a great job. No worries.
No matter what you do, you're going to get people do that. But...
Yeah, well, they had nothing valuable.
Yeah, it's true.
So that's that. But anyway, there we are. Don't forget, we've still got another giveaway later tonight. We've got the dual combo Hellcat, which is a very, very nice kit.
And we do have a winner.
Oh,
winner, chicken dinner.
When you're ready, Graham.
Okay. So number drawn from whichever random number generator Paul was using for the Dornier, donated by Nikki at Veteranus Models. It was 817, and that number was bang on by Ian Bradbury. Well done, mate.
Oh, well done, Ian. Bang on, mate. Well done. That was a pretty lame clap. Get your name and address to me in either Paul Bretland on Facebook or Paul on the forum, and I'll get that in the post to you on Monday. Well done. Congratulations. Paul, where did you get the red LED for the Starsky and Hutch Torino? I got it from the States, from a place called Police Car LEDs or something. It was. I can't remember exactly what it was now. I can't remember the link. It was ages ago, that.
It's a couple of weeks ago.
What, the Torino?
Only two.
He's had a sleep since then.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so well done. Was it Ian, wasn't it?
Ian, yeah. Ian Bradbury.
Well done, Ian. Congrats. Like I say, stick around. So we've got that dual combo Hellcats to give away as well. It'll be later on. And, of course, the goodie bag in the shows up you're working on this week, which, funnily enough, we'll get to in a minute, I think. You ready for it, Dan? You think we're playing up?
I'm gonna have to put my picture on Facebook. I'm running out of time.
I've just swapped browsers, but yeah, I shall be ready. Don't panic.
Well, we'll have a look at what we've been doing before we go to that, and I'm going to just quickly jump on. Graham, go.
Thank you. Right, switch my lights on, turn my camera over, and I'll show you what I've been doing.
Dual what combo? It's Hellcats, Mark 1, Mark 2, Eduard Dual combo. Bill.
So, this week. Well, last 2 weeks, actually, because we didn't do the thing last week. So, I'll just remove my cup of tea. Yeah, my MiG. I had painted black because I wasn't happy with the decals and the canopy, etc. I was going to put it on a dio as a wreck, or maybe just have another go at painting it. In the end, I wasn't happy with how the cockpit was because I'd had to put some fill around it. So I chopped the head off it because I had a resin cockpit in there and I wanted to salvage that. So I chopped the top off, took the cockpit out, and I've now got another paint wheel.
Whose crazy idea was that?
The kit only cost me 12 quid. The funny thing was, I've been thinking about doing it and I didn't dare say anything. And then I sat here talking to Paul, and as soon as I started saying it, he jumped in and went, just chop the top off. I was like, right, okay, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Steal the cockpit and start again.
Yeah, so the kit was only 12 quid, so I'll just salvage a cockpit and start again. And then after that, I went straight on to start building the SU-30 that I was given kindly from... Oh, no, before that, I started having a bit of a paint up of my Russell Crowe thing. It needs a lot of tidying up. It's only base coated at the minute. It's not going to focus. But that's the Mitch's Military Models that I picked up at Telford last year. So I started painting him. And then I went on to start my SU-30 flanker. I've put the wheel bears and that kind of stuff in the body, and then all of the bits and the cockpit are all ready for priming, possibly later on this evening.
Oh,
but that's looking really nice. It's all test fitting. It's all going really well. There's very little flash on it. It's a lovely kit. Really enjoying it. And I'm just going to do it out of the box in the Chinese scheme. Yeah, really nice.
Great kit, that. Really, really good kit.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Excellent. Nice one, Graham. We got Dan.
Hello.
With his third head. Third head? Second.
No. Ted's gone now.
I don't know where third head came from.
Ted's all gone.
I want to talk about that.
Anyway.
I've just been working on this little, hang on, it's a Provost Jet T4 is what it is. It's black now. It's for Tim Edworth's RF100 job on his page. Well, that's what I've done.
Excellent. Well,
and had a head removal.
yes.
The alien's gone.
Someone pulled Dan's head off today. Can't say that, Graham. We're live. Yeah, if anyone knows Dan, you've seen the picture on his page. Yeah, yeah. As John Hayward said, you look like something off Total Recall.
Yes.
But we'll leave it there because. Yeah. Anyway, over to Norman. Oh, declare.
Well, as you can see in the background there, I've got the Zero and the Yak 3 all primed up and redone and everything.
Excellent.
Excuse the belly.
Where?
I've also primed up the Dragon mouse.
Excellent.
That's all done. And I've started work on the Hong Kong Models Dornier 335.
Ooh.
So I've got both engines together.
Love sticking.
That is massive.
Yeah, oh, it's huge.
Gee whiz.
Well, thank you for that. Fuel tank. And thinking, but I've not done a great deal, massive amount, because we haven't the grandchildren yet. So it's been pretty. Oh, sorry. And I've also put a whip it together.
Oh, whip it? No, I bought it.
No, I bought it. And that's me.
John wants to know in the chat when's Norman's tit of the week coming up. Pull the other one. Anyway, nice one, Norman.
Right, cheers.
And we got Sam.
All right. Well,
Done double for Robocop or something.
I was going to say something, but it's going to cost me. I'm still working on the Peugeot.
Oh.
I got the spoiler put back together because I broke the spoiler, as you know.
Yep.
So I've got the door mirror on this side, the door mirror on that side, put the aerials on and do the wheel nuts. And that's that out of the road, hopefully. And then I've been working on this as well. It's the Lexus something. I can't remember what the name for.
3500, is it?
It's a Lexus like a Le Mans car sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just with the decals lifted. So this is getting 2K'd over the weekend. Spoiler has to be painted and wanted yet as well. The chassis done, the inside of it's done. It's a pretty basic kit, but those metal foil decals are woeful.
Yeah, you said you weren't having much luck with them.
No, they're hard work. They really are hard work. So I don't know what it's going to be like with 2K on it, which will be the best bit. But we'll wait and see.
Yeah.
Decal over a decal over a decal. Wonderful.
Sparkly.
That is lifted. Happy days. Let's get that down. That's been me.
Excellent.
Nice one, Sam.
Very good, as always. Mr. Sharp.
Yes, not a huge amount from me this week. A bit more progress with the Trumpeter T90 2013.
Nice.
So with Noah Hull and the tracks all put together.
Excellent.
There's quite a lot of bits in the tracks, as you can imagine. And then I chucked some paint and a few of the decals on the Special Hobby Super Corsair.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's looking,
That's nice, that is.
looking good, John.
oh, that looks good, Sharpie.
Have you decided what you're going to gloss it in yet?
Probably X22.
Yeah.
Would be my go-to for that.
Excellent. That's looking well, that. Looking very good.
That's nice.
Despite the decals being super, I mean, they're the thinnest decals I've ever worked with. And they just so fragile and shattery.
How did that build up, John? I haven't spoke to you this week. Does it go together all right?
Yeah, it's time for a special hobby kit. It fits like a Tamiya.
Okay.
Whose base kit is that? Their own base kit then? Do you think, or do you think it's used someone else's?
I think it is because it's still got the usual special hobby.
Yeah.
But it's nothing too serious. Nothing as bad as that Barracuda was, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little kit to build. It puts up a little bit of a fight. There's a lot of resin in there. Yeah, it's just nice to see a Corsair that isn't dark blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks funky.
Racing red, white, just looks cool. But
There you go, mate. You've done a good job. Looking forward to seeing it glossed.
that's all I've been up to this week.
Excellent.
Nice one.
Tim.
Hello. All right. I've put some pictures up on the forum because they probably won't show very well. But I've been slowly getting all of the stencils and decals on the MiG.
Nice.
It's whitening out quite a bit with that light. Let's actually turn that off, see if that does any better. Yeah, just you start seeing it.
Picture's not very good tonight, Tim.
I noticed that. I mean, all of your pictures to me are really bad tonight. I don't know why. It's one of them evenings.
It's a bit.
You start seeing them all showing up on the bodywork there, and then the underside's been done as well.
That's nice.
Just
That looks, I've got to tell you, Tim, that really does look good, dude.
it does look cool, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good job.
I've been enjoying that actually. For a very much, it was a very much random, off the cuff top build to start.
Have you got the bay doors to do, or did you stick them on and?
No, they're all done over in the pot over there.
Cool.
They're. I put some. They're around here somewhere. You look somewhere, you're like, they're not there. Yeah, they're here somewhere. They are. Yeah, that's it. That and posting stuff. That's all I've been up to today. I think I know why my picture's so bad. Hang on a second.
There's a comment in chat just answer. Paul Chaplin says, "What part of the 2K is toxic?" I believe it's all of it. As the lid is on his hardener is stuck on. Oh, been there, mate. I didn't want to force it just in case the bottle broke and cover. The bottle won't break, mate, but the lid probably will snap in your hand. It happened to me. Yes. And I mentioned it to Zero Paint and got sent some extra lids, even though I wasted a whole bottle of hardener. A little tip, mate. Tip the bottle upside down and put a little bit of cellulose thinner in the cap. And it might soften it enough for you to open it. But more than likely, the lid's a Bakelite, I believe. Why are they still Bakelite in this day and age?
Yeah, that's just bothering.
And it'll probably just crack on you, mate. The best thing to do with the hardener is your pipette and anything on the rim. Or even mine, a little rubber band gets stuck in it. But yeah, you're a bit stuck there.
Or what you could do is, after every use, rub your rim.
Yeah, give your rim a good clean.
I do.
Run your finger around it.
Calm down, Sam.
Just make sure you wipe her off on a towel.
Oh, I'm trying so hard.
If your rim's quite big, you can use your thumb instead. It's much easier.
The curtains out.
Anyway, shut up. Right, I've had a busy week. No, I thought I'm going to try a bike. I haven't built a bike in a while, apart from the big 1.6 Africa Twin I did. This is an awesome bike. It's a very, very rare kit as well. Cool. But let's have a crack at this. So we got the kit decals, which whilst they're still in one bit, they've yellowed a lot, they've faded. They're probably still usable. And look, Rothman's decals.
Wow.
Yeah. Before they were excellent. But luckily, I got Chunko replacements. Very, very good. So I started this, I cannot remember when. And we got the rims painted up. They're all gold. Spokes have all been hand painted silver because it was really annoying. I had to do that. Engine built up. It's a matte black, well, satin black engine. I was just trying off my little pen on there. I've got a paint now. I could cover. My little Molotov pen was quite good at doing that. That still needs painting. The frame's all assembled. Painted in Tamiya TS26. The frame half.
Is there?
Yeah?
Not much to it, is there?
I've got some of it over there, mate, as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah. The frame's kept in half. No, I don't need to continue searching for stuff. Shut off. You've got to keep the frame half separate to get the engine in. So there's a seam there, and there's nothing I can do about it to it. There's a few other bits and bobs in there that have all been painted up. The shocks are in there. They're assembled. The shock spring's been painted blue. And there's a few other bits in there. We've got the bodywork all done. That's all been primed, painted again in Tamiya TS26, which is their white. 2 halves on the tank. They're separate tanks on the real bike, so there's no seam on the tank, which will do me. So that's ready for masking for the Rothmans blue, which I'm going to use Tamiya X3. Looks the closest match to the decals. I'm ready to go. And it was thoughtfully on this kit, there was actually a line on the bodywork for the masking.
All right.
I didn't leave it on because I thought you're going to see that. I'd rather get rid. So, yeah, I think I can see 1 or 2 of them still faintly. But that, like I say, that's all ready to go now, so that's great. As with Sam, we're building the Peugeots. Mine's done. Finished it tonight. Lovely little kit. Absolutely brilliant kit. I just ordered 2 more.
Do you know diecast?
Oh, thanks.
No,
actually,
no. I don't mean that in a bad way.
I know any other kit, that's a criticism in the car. That's not a bad compliment, actually.
No.
It's a lovely kit, honestly. This.
Yeah, I don't mean it in a bad way.
No, mate. This is up there with the Evolutions, I think. Don't you think, Sam?
Yep, absolutely.
Absolutely brilliant. I highly recommend that. If you want to build a good Tamiya kit, get that. Very, very simple build. Really nice. I've got another couple of schemes for this on the way. One really, really nice one. I bought a couple more of them. I've still got a few in the stash. And yeah, absolutely brilliant little kits. I really enjoyed that. Moving on. Oh, maybe the mirror fell off. Oops. Moving on to the next car build. I thought we'll build this Renaissance Sierra Cosworth, the movable one. Full resin kit. So started this on
Thursday?
Wednesday, was it?
Thursday.
As you can see, it's a whole big bag of resin bits, all need cleaning off. Photo etch, acetate, nice set of Renaissance decals, which are always really good. And that's what it's gonna look like. So all the bodywork cleaned at the night. That was about 3 hours worth of work.
Brings back memories.
Cleaning all that up. So hang on.
Smell nice.
Chassis all cleaned up, primed, painted again. Tamiya TS26, my favorite white at the minute. We got the roll cage and mirror. Only single mirror on this thing. The Oz rims painted up, primed, and so is the roll cage. And the body, I got painted up and masked off the blue today. So we're ready for decals tomorrow.
Oh, lovely.
Red spoiler, blue lower half. I had trouble picking the blue. Really did. It's a different colour in every single pick I looked at, and that looks really dark on there. If I can get rid of a bit of the light, it's not.
I take it it's not a Ford blue then, like the Ford badge blue.
No.
Okay.
And look at pictures of the car. Some colour, some it looks purple, some it looks dark blue. Others it's literally light blue. Museum examples, they're all totally different colours.
Yeah,
I think it's just
a bit Rothmans blue, isn't it? Sort of type a bit of a Rothmans blue.
Yeah, it's close to Rothmans. I very nearly used the Rothmans. That is the TS. One off the Focus.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's
it looks a bit weird. I think you can see it better underneath. It's just a dark blue on it. It's the closest one I can get.
That's the Ford RF blue, then, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So that's ready to be decaled tomorrow. So
that's going to be cool.
Favorite job tomorrow. Great little kit though. Although resin, it does leave a bit to be desired. I will say that. Yeah. So I'm glad like B-Max is starting to bring out some of these kits in. Thingy, bear with me, I'm nearly there. Me and James, today, we built this up. Hey. Was in here with me. We built it up. He primed it. I held the airbrush. I moved that round and he primed it. Pressed the button. And for 3 years old, he's actually got control of the airbrush. He was like on, off. And I just spun it round, we let it dry, and then gave it a coat of Mr. Hobby Olive Drab.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So I'm going to decal it. So I'll probably get him in here tomorrow. You can help me decal it. The it's stuck. There we go. We'll decal it, and then I'll give it a wash. You can have me do that. We'll just sludge wash it with some oil wash. And stick the tracks on, job done. So he enjoyed doing that today. He was made up. So there's that, and I've got one more. Bear with me. Like I said, it's been a busy week. We got this, because I started this sometime, I can't remember when. It's a Dottie May, Eduard Dottie May, the Hasegawa P47. Cockpit's all done. You're not going to see it because it's going to light out, but it's in there. Fuselage buttoned up. The wings are together. Horizontal stabilizers together. The engine's built. Really nice engine, actually. Did I share this last time? Don't think I did I?
No.
No, you wouldn't have had 2 weeks ago, no.
2 weeks ago.
Very, very nice kit out of the box. There's loads in there. It's an Eduard kit, so you get all the mass, the P, etc. So again, just plugging away at it. I did have the Dornier 335 that Norm's building out. It was a bit too much. Just need simple kits at the minute. And this bit's the build. It's a lovely kit. So I got the wings to put on, elevators, sort all the seams out, and we're getting it in paint. So hopefully next week it might have some primer on it because there's a metal finish. So it's going to need a bit of fettling. And that's it. So a busy week.
That's up, mate.
Oh, there we are. Right, there you go. Over to you, Dan.
Cool.
Huh? Say what?
It's done.
Did you see how I didn't panic though, Graham? Did you see that for professionalism?
Yeah, cool as a cucumber.
Not a panic, just carry on about the business and
Put your sandwich down, getting there already.
no, just playing with a wheel. That sounds wrong.
That does. Could be worse. You could be cleaning your rim.
With your thumb.
Good start.
What's this on this tissue? Nothing.
Check your ducks.
Oh, wrong one.
Barry, put your decals on UV now. I know. Stick them in the window, Barry. It works, but they're 32 years old, those decals. So I got a feeling they're going to disintegrate.
Yeah, they're just going to explode second hit water.
As soon as I bought the kit, I bought the decals. I'm not mucking around.
Is that sharing for everybody?
It is.
Yes.
All this stuff. Am I a bit clearer as well tonight?
You are? Yeah.
Cool.
Been clear on my screen.
This is my piece of crap.
Oh, that's crap.
Well, it looks a bit different. It's had all its seam lines sorted out and its canopy put on, and it just needs I did try to mask it other night and I failed. So I need to restart that.
Is that a fairly new tool, that one?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. You're doing a good job, mate. It's looking good.
As you can see, just there on nose, and the same on the underside is just the only bit you have to shave the cockpit right down.
Right.
But other than that, it fits like a glove for Airfix.
Well, I know you don't really like or build aircraft, do you? So fair play.
So yeah, I will have a bash at it. Well, I'm killing two birds with one stone. Eldest daughter got me for Christmas, and there's an RF 100 group build going on. So you know,
Be rude not to.
it'd be rude not to. And we'll start with a proper one tonight. Look, this is Two Kids No Sleep, Mr. Scott.
Oh.
And this is, he's working on a Tiger model Spitfire egg at the moment, AK Air Series paint, sprayed nicely over UMP primer, AK oil wash. It's got a retro kits resin interior detail set. Some bits and bobs are extra from Watch Parts, and it's all fun stuff.
Excellent.
Yeah, that looks tiny.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one of them, but I saw. Oh no, that's a different one. No, that was the manufacturer I couldn't remember that I would have got. But I was going to get one of the Meng ones where they have stickers apparently.
Yes.
I didn't fancy the stickers.
I'll tell you something. That
That's
interesting.
good, isn't it? Really good.
Nice that.
See, I've just painted mine in what Airfix called out for, and that were grey and sticker.
Emulsion.
Yeah. Northern Gobbler. This is special hobby. Hawker Tempest Mark IV. It's the High Tech 2.
Mark 4.
Mark 4?
5, sorry.
I'm not looking at the screen. Say Mark what?
It's finished off all the builds, and he's now done the base colours for the camo and invasion stripes, and his love for this kit has been well and truly returned, and now he can get the paint effects going.
Excellent.
Looks good, Ivan. Should be in bed or at least the dark room. I know he's going to be watching.
Oh, of course it is.
El Capitan next, and just tracks this week's. The rubbery things that came with his 135th Tamiya Stug 4. His first is primed him with UMP black, then he dabbed some Vallejo flat brown randomly so that there was still some black visible. Next he tried using pigments for the first time. Humboldt's orange, which was all he could get at his local hobby shop. Seems to work fine for rust. Also used the pigment from some evaporated UMP dark dirt wash to add a dry earthiness between the treads. And finally is used a 6B pencil to gently rub across the raised details and give a metal effect. The top track in the picture has not yet had this treatment, so you can see what a big difference it makes.
Yeah,
It does make
that's a lovely job.
Yeah, he's
Really
done
nice.
well there.
Really nice.
See, I didn't do that. I just, yeah.
I built that kit as well. They are just literally rubber tracks. They're just, yeah. He's done a good job there.
I like this one as well.
That's nice.
Hey, Mika!
Cool.
And he's finished his Tamiya VW Beetle 1966 in 1/24th scale. His paint is Mr. Paint 087 green primer and 188 Rosso Corsa Ferrari red and super clear gloss. Acrylic paints here and there. Brush painted. He's also tried bare metal foil. Doing these is not great, but better use than the paint those thin lines.
That's very nice.
A few mistakes were made, but hopefully he learned a little bit more. Every day's a learning day with modelling, but that looks pretty good. I like it.
Nice little Beetle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate Beetles. That looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not that one.
Beetles and minis suck.
Yes. Although his bare metal foil looks better than my first attempt.
Yeah, he's done a good job of that.
I
Yeah,
will,
it's
I
nice.
will say that because my first attempt was just garbage. I bottled it and painted them on, and this is Mr. Dick Dolan next, and he's still at the Hella Laverda 750 SFC. It's lots of struggles and setbacks, but touch wood, the finish line is on the horizon. I like that.
Good colour, that.
Looking good, yeah.
That's one of them obscure Italian bikes that nobody remembers, but yeah, they look a quality piece of equipment.
I had a little bit of advertising in the background frame by the Cowlin.
Nice.
Yeah, airbrush cleaner.
What sparkling advertising that is, look.
Sparkling.
Oh, making models, Mr. Carl, and he's still working away on the monogram 148 PBY Catalina. The main wing base colours are done. Windows installed on the main body, and it's ready for primer.
Lovely.
That's going to be the big beast and all.
You were saying, you were showing a lot of love for that at Cosford the other day, mate, weren't you?
Yes.
Your favourite aircraft there, wasn't it?
Yes. No. It's a weird looking thing, and I wouldn't like to even think I would go near water with it. I kid you not. If that were touching down on water, I'd want to be jumping out at back end because it just looks like it.
Where have they got one of those at Cosford? Because I don't remember seeing that.
Right at the door to the main hangar.
I must have been
straight outside Big Angle.
I must have been really blind and not seen it. I don't know.
You can't
It's a
miss
big
it. It's
grey and
massive.
orange thing, Tim.
Oh, hang on. Is that the hangar right down out the round, like the last hangar along?
No. You know where Cafe is, where you first go in and this gift shop and all that jazz?
Yeah.
And you walk through back of that, don't you?
Yeah.
And then you turn left to come down into the first hangar.
Yeah.
It's bang in front on you right there.
Oh, that wasn't there then.
Yeah, it was. It's been there for the last.
When I went, it wasn't there then.
It's been there for the last 3 years. I've been going to Cosford, Tim. Yeah.
Yep.
And I bet it's been there possibly a lot longer.
Who knows then?
I suspect somebody in chat will know. But yes, that's what Carl's making, a nice piece of eyesore. John MW next, and he's been doing a little bit more work on his special hobby, Yak 3.
Nice.
The cockpit is almost done. Just needs to finish the seat. He's painted it in Vallejo Intermediate Blue over UMP Black Primer. It was then dry brushed with a light grey and given a dark blue oil wash. Looks good.
Nice.
I like the two pictures from one angle to the other. I like that.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice.
Well done.
Looks good. One Mac next. And he's Dauntless. All the internals either primed UMP black or painted MRPs, except for the radios and stuff that needs brush painting, which will be Tamiya mixers. With any luck, the fuselage will be ready to join by Monday. Meanwhile, he started the Tamiya 132nd F-16 CJ, which will be an out-of-the-box jobby. No, not that type. Trolley dolly for the engine, stuck together, and along with the engine bit is awaiting Mr. Surfacer 1600 primer, which will be black. Long story about the paint lifting, so need a lacquer base this time, and thanks for looking.
Excellent.
Oh.
Slow and steady wins the race, Al. Shep C next. And this week he's painted his 148 FX Stuka.
Doing good.
For the main colours, he's used a combination of panel line pre-shading and black basing. Then he created masks for the main markings and painted them on. Again, using a combination of pre-shading and black basing to get some variation. He's certainly starting to feel more confident with painting. He is happier with the finish each time he does it. Next up, he will touch up some areas in and around the markings and will then decide if he wants to add some fade in. After that, it will be a gloss coat before adding the decals. I couldn't do without masks. No, masks are really, yeah. Incidentally, the photo is taken using my new homemade photo booth and a grey card for the first time. I think it cost me less than 30 quid.
Excellent.
For both, money well worth spending. Now he just needs to figure out what the hell he's doing with the camera. It does make a difference, even if you can't afford a photo booth. Just a massive piece of card and some good lighting will get you some good results. But yeah, you can't beat a booth. You just can't. See, look, oh,
who's that?
some fella called Paul. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a Tamiya 124 Peugeot 206. It's out of the box and it's a great little kit apparently.
Oh yeah,
That's nice.
It does look good though, dude. I've got yeah. It makes me want to break out a car.
Yeah, it's a lovely build, mate.
A lovely build.
really good kit.
That's cool.
Ooh.
Well, this is Nova Russ or Mr. James Skiffins, and he's late post. Sorry, almost forgot. He says he's working on his all resin air model Blow Hun and Voss BV. I know. P20902, which was painted with model colour. Now wheels just need to be added and weathering, so nearly finished.
Oh,
Change looking thing, isn't it?
Looking good, mate.
It's a weird looking thing, that, isn't it? Oh,
Good job.
Oh my! Hang on.
What?
Tim's actually posted on the forum.
Tim's actually
This is no 2-minute silence.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
We've all sat down already.
The stencils stick out a bit.
It's right though. I'm gonna fade them.
Oh,
yeah, I thought that as well.
Was that Graham? Sorry, what was that?
hang on. You did fade them, Graham, with black primer.
Yeah, I faded mine with black primer. No, I did try.
You couldn't see him.
I did try and fade them, but it didn't work. It was but the cockpit was wrong on mine. So
This is some fella called Tim Plastic, and this is MiG 21 in 148 from Eduard. And yeah, I must admit, Tim, every time I see the bottom of that plane, it looks better and better.
Yeah. Do you know what I did notice the other day? Is I haven't painted the feet.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's meant to be two yellow twiggy looking feet that stick out the bottom. But then I'm looking at it and they look rubbish. They look stupid. So I'm actually going to leave them off.
Why do you sound like great big men's hairy legs?
Say, just make an executive decision, I think, Tim, and just don't put them on.
No, I'm not going to bother. I looked, I was like, no, they look stupid, so I left them off.
Well, yeah, you've done well with that, son.
Cheers, dude. Cheers.
Very
Much
nice.
welcome.
And we're going to slide straight into face ache if it works.
Or as we call it in Belfast, big book.
Ah, there we go.
When you're ready, sausage.
When you're ready, sausage.
You're in time book.
Cheers, flour. We're going to start this week on face ache with Mr. Darren Hoyle. And this is his
He needs a toilet badly.
Yep.
It does look like he's holding on for a... Yeah.
Number 2.
And this is 1970s Airfix Second Royal North de Groon Scots Greys. And the equipment has been set to simulate it bouncing up and down as he's galloping.
Oh.
Easy for you to say, Dan.
Very cool.
I had to read that before I read that, if you know what I mean. Because we were nearly getting stimulated and everything.
That was well lost.
Oh, Luke.
Mr. Luke Carswell next.
Oh,
I like this one. I like this one a lot. And this week is finished the Tacom 135th FB 432. He has added the Accurate Armour Resin Ambulance Interior.
Love that.
The kit was painted with UMP Olive Primer, a good primer. The black is, to me, a NATO black, sprayed freehand through the apex. Weathering using UMP Dark Dirt, Earth and Concrete washers, then flat coated with Tester's dual coat before using a variety of homemade pigments. Final dual coat, and here she is. Happy Friday and happy modelling, folks.
Very, very nice.
Really nice.
Cracking, man.
Belting.
I like that.
I suspect if the thing that Tim's got planned for Telford this year pays off, I do suspect we need one of his builds on there.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Definitely. I like this as well. This has floated my boat all week, let's say.
Yeah.
Fishy.
That's very cool.
And this is Mr. Norman King, and this is his Industria Mechanica, or Mechanica, however you want to pronounce that.
Yeah, whatever.
135th fantastical fish-shaped submersible. And this week has been spent on clean-up, construction of sub-assemblies and priming. And if you have seen across Facebook, is using magnets to hold the head, so as you can remove it and actually look at the cockpit.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's also bought the long nose, whatever it is, that the other one that matches this one.
Yep.
Is that the one that's a cover art on one of the books?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yes, it is.
The Rinaldi's book.
Rinaldi's book, yeah.
Is that fish?
Yeah. Thought it was.
Oh.
Ooh,
I
Gary.
like this next one as well. This is Mr. Gary Constable next.
Oh, man, that's beautiful.
Nice.
This is a project to see if we could use some up of the scraps and spares accumulated over the years of building bikes. Everything comes from the spares box, plus a heap of scratch building. It wasn't sure where the build would end up, but has progressed into a retro track day bike.
Very nice.
I think that was real. It's just sitting on a concrete,
Really
It looks. Do you know what it reminds me? It reminds me of that bike in Mad Max. You know, with big fairing.
Oh, yeah.
He primed it with UMP Gloss Black. He's used Alclad Chrome for all the frame and bodywork, then masked for the stripes, and then sprayed Alclad Clear Red for the mica red effect. He's hand painted the wheels, Mr. Hobby metal colours, chrome, then Mr. Hobby Clear Red. He's still got a little work to do to finish it off, but I do believe it's finished now.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
It does look good. It looks like everything should be, though. Do you know what I mean? It just looks.
It looks like a factory, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just looks like some little people have made it.
Yeah, that's a nice bit of work, that.
Oh no, my chubby Mars bars have made it stop working.
Oh. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Hey.
And this is Mr. Alex Neubauer. And
Very
his
nice.
is
Nice.
Eduard 172nd Newport.
Wow, didn't think that was that small.
Yeah.
Is used Tamiya paint and Ushi rigging.
Oh, that's cool. That rigging would scare the life out of me.
I were looking on Sunday at Cosford at some of the 172nd biplanes, and yeah, they are very tiny. Very tiny.
My planes are small in 148th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
I've got the Dawn Patrol and the tiny little things in there, and that's 48, isn't it?
Yeah, good luck with that, son. Yeah,
Good luck, sausage.
good luck, sausage. This is Mr. Charles Stellini.
Oh,
Ming.
And this is a Meng 148 ME410 A1.
Looking good.
yeah, it's nice. Nice work.
Mm.
I like his canopies.
Yeah, look good, don't they?
It's nice to see them open, and they look good.
It's nice.
But either tells me that he wanted to display it open, or they didn't fit right.
That's nice.
Being Meng, I suspect that they did actually fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Gary Roberts next, and this is his Airfix North American B25D Mitchell in 172nd. He says, due to being a novice, he used a mix of Humboldt, Tamiya, and Vallejo acrylic paints, and made another bad decision using matte varnish.
well. He had a right mare with Humbrol decal fix.
Oh, worst of
Oh, yeah.
I'll give it to him. He did an amazing comeback to
Yes.
how he got it. He did such a good job.
Yeah, I'm
That's
seeing that
something
across.
like that.
And you could virtually put down to what he'd done looked like weathering, like it was meant to be there. So, Gary, very well done to you.
Mate.
No, he's done really well there.
That is
I
sweet.
remember seeing that in on Facebook one day in week.
Oh,
I like this one as well. This is Mr. Matthew Strawn. He's finished the Tamiya F14 last weekend.
Good.
It was a pleasure to build. No fit issues. Almost no putty was needed other than a tiny little spot underneath. Tamiya and Mr. Colour paints were used throughout. And just a note, someone mentioned on a previous show that they thought he was in Tokyo. I do believe that was me. Is actually in southern Japan in Kumamoto. Pre-summit or other, where the earthquake was. Yep, where the earthquake was 2 years ago. Yes, I was here then, and yes, most of his models survived, but a few went flying around his apartment. And he also must say that Mr. Colour leveling thinner changes your life. He's used it for the last several models he's built, and it really helps create a smooth finish, regardless of flat or gloss. But yeah, that one does look stunning. It does look stunning. I like that.
Nice.
Very nice.
And I'm not a plain person, but
It's quite extravagant.
this is Mr. Eric Williams next. And this is his Eduard Weekend Edition 172nd Focke-Wulf 190A8. And his next step is decals. He's painted it with all Mission Models paint through an Iwater Neo, or a Neo 4 Iwater. His first Eduard kit is a really wonderful kit. There was some frustrating fit issues with the landing gear bay, but besides that, it fell together like a dream and has amazing detail.
Very nice.
It also looks very tiny as well, if I'm honest.
Those are very small.
Another name to butcher. Beautiful. Is he going to casino? This is Mr. Jerome DeCourt.
There you go.
Oh,
And it's trumpeter 1/16th King Tiger.
Oh, that's big.
That's going to be massive.
That's going to be a good size.
yeah. Really
Yeah, I
good start, though.
He's going to need a bigger mat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need a big ruling.
Bigger sausage.
Anyway, I got tagged in some other day from Steve Spencer Beanie. something about sausage. You've got to change one name in a film.
I've seen it, yeah.
Replace it with sausage. I could have, if I weren't busy, I could have so gone on that all day because that was just hilarious reading that.
Another duck.
Mr. Dave Paddocknet, and this is a Dragon M1A1 AIM Abrams. It's primed in the Ultimate Black Primer, painted with a combination of Tamiya, Mr. Hobbit, Vallejo, and Revell paint. Weathered with AK Interactive enamel washers and pigments. Sealed with X22 gloss with Mr. Leveling thinner. And AK Ultra Matte.
Nice, that.
Big Dragon kit. They thought it had gone together easier, but the instructions are hard to follow. Yep, it'd be easier to read hieroglyphs. And he had several issues during the build and paint process, such as a twisted hull and fluff getting caught in the matte coat.
What the hell?
Oh dear. But despite the issues, he's satisfied with the end result. No, that looks good. I like his exhaust staining on the side there.
Very nice.
Oh, hello.
Oh my god.
I know. Do you know he messaged me the other day to say that they were going to do it, and I nearly passed out.
Wow.
This is Mr. Andy Almond. I will repeat that, Mr. Andy Almond.
Wow.
Well done, Andy.
That's Dan's stepfather,
Yeah.
according to Ant.
Yeah. I will just remind everybody that this is proper Braille scale, this. And is, yeah. And is put, as promised, Scratch built some side armor, the skirt, rail, lamp guards, lifting rings, extra tools to the rear. Is drilled all 60 rocket tubes and barrel. It recarved shell eject port to turret. He's wired the rockets and built the in the field replacement aerial mount, all in 1/76 scale. Just to dress up the port airfix kit. I bet that airfix. I bet he didn't pay £6 for that kit, you know, because there's a tight one.
That's how big that thing's going to be.
And he says, many would say, why waste time on it? But he enjoys the Braille scale piece of tat challenge.
That's cool.
Very good, Andy.
But he's done all this while he's having a modelling mojo crisis. His mojo was proper gone. But
It's really funny because I haven't met him. I would never thought he was capable of anything like that.
with them massive fingers, yeah. Yeah.
First thing I noticed about people is their massive fingers, I must say.
Yeah. But yeah, he's done well with that, and yeah,
lovely. That really blooming nice.
Normally I delete the thread every week, but I think I might leave this one up for a week or two.
And I'm on the forum.
Yeah. I like this one.
God,
this
James.
one really ticks all the boxes, I'm afraid, boys, this week. Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is Mr. James Skiffins, and this is his Winter's Coming, it's called. It's his entry for the Stalin Group build. Across the line late, but it is now complete. Yeah. It's
It's amazing work, James. It really is.
That bomb blast is just.
I was going to say what gets me is this corner right there, yeah, which is right there, and it's just staggering how staggeringly good he's got that.
It does look like it's just stopped in motion, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it does look brain really.
It was amazing. It just finished.
Yeah.
Often when you see that, sort of that effect done with the cotton wool and the lighting and stuff, it either doesn't look really good, or from a distance it looks okay, but when you get up close, it looks really like iffy. But even close in, that zoomed in shot, it looks bloody real. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is truly astounding, that James.
If you're not proud of that, James, then you need a slap, dude.
We never win it right away, but he's already won once.
I was going to say, yeah. Sadly, you can't win twice.
I think James would win every week.
Yeah. All he'd have to do is just keep putting progress shots of that up, and
it's amazing, that James. It's truly amazing.
And
that's coming on well.
Is Mr. Taylor Brown, and he's almost done with his roadkill ramp truck. He's used Model Master Classic White, flat black, and all what is left is the power plant decals clear coat and fine line detail.
Not a lot then.
Oh,
Very good.
Looks well.
Yeah.
Oh, I will show this. Ordinarily I won't, but
That's
because you can see it better on a picture, then yeah.
Yeah, that's good, John.
That does look good. That does, John. That really does look good. It looked better when paint's finished. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Look, Mr. Andres Scott.
Yes.
He's put good news. His mojo is back.
Yay!
Nice.
Whoop, whoop.
And he's started to complete his half-built kits. These 5 planes are going to be completed before he starts anything else. Wish him luck.
Good luck.
Everybody on Facebook, message Mr. Andreas Scar and wish him
Right
luck.
there.
Yeah.
Or goes for his Facebook page and like all his pictures.
Every picture he's got, like every picture, he's got some especially good ones from at least 12 years ago. But yeah, I hope he does. Yeah, get some more modelling time in and makes time for his mates. I'm not having a dig, dude, because I know you're busy.
Yeah.
But it was the weirdo again. Mr. Mike Marshall next. Once again, the model that would just not go away back. The 1400th Enterprise D from Ertl is getting decals. Wow. But his main focus has been the Revel 148 B24D Liberator, which he started less than 2 weeks ago. It's been a fun kit with surprisingly few major fit issues. The last one is the Revel P38 in 148. This kit has been nothing but fit issues and filling, sanding, and ad nauseum, it seems like. And thanks for looking. I prefer his Enterprise, if I'm honest, Mike. But I do like the collage of pictures that people are putting up.
Good old color.
I like this one too, Mr. Adam Challenger.
Yeah.
Nice work, Adam.
Of Challenger scale modelling fame.
Oh,
This is his Tamiya Ducati 1199 Panigale. Is used UMP primer, 0 paints for the Ducati red. He's converted it to the corset version using aftermarket decals. He's filled in the wing mirror holes on the front fairing, just the front fender to add some carbon fibre on, then gloss coat and final assembly.
excellent work, Adam.
Really
Nice, Adam.
Oh, mate, really.
Troy Corsair, nice bike.
Yeah, lovely.
It does do some good work, does Adam. Fox's brother. I like this one. I'm sorry, boys, but this one for me just floats my boat in all the directions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's nice.
This is Mr. Kurt Mulder, and he stepped out of his comfort zone. But here's Italieres 124 Ford Escort RS 1800 Mark II, and he's used Tamiya Mika Red for the base coat.
lovely.
I like what he's done with that. Yeah,
Like
nice.
That does look good.
Yeah.
Good ones. Very nice.
It does look good. That one floats my boat in all directions, that one. Mr. James Fender next. And he says it's a big build for him. This model has taken longer than expected, but it is teaching him not to give up and start another kit. It's Trumpeter's 132nd Harrier, and it's huge. Yes.
That's not going to be a little one.
Yes. It'll look good anyway because it just says Harrier.
Look at the Tamiya pop next to it. It's not actually like monstrously big, but it's still big.
Yeah.
It is big.
Nice.
It's
Nice.
big if you're not used to big things.
Oh yes.
Sounds wrong.
Like a thumb.
Sounds wrong, but yeah. We'll move on now to Mr. Dan Cook.
It's a bit cramped in there.
He's just squeezed in, I think. He's been working on the Airfix 148 P40B Warhawk.
Very cool.
This is the cockpit that he's really pleased with. He's used Vallejo Model Air interior green as the main colour, with Vallejo model and metal colour used for the detailing. He's used the decals and then matte coated it and used watercolour pencils for chipping.
That's nice.
Good, Dan.
A few humble pigments for the Pacific West and a set of Eduard belts for the finish. To tone down and dirty it up is used Citadel Agrax Earthshade and Tamiya Black Panel Line Wash, and is now trying to rectify the rest of the build after he butchered the construction. He's having fun with the wing roots. I know there is a huge ejector pin on the firewall, but you can't see it behind the instrument panel.
We had Dan and I had a modelling date the other night. He brought that round, and the cockpit is awesome. But yeah, that the actual plane wasn't going together very well at all. But that's lovely. That was really nice, that cockpit. But yeah, I think he's managed to salvage the wing roots and stuff on that plane now.
Yeah, I would say firewallers helps.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's hair fix, and some kits are a struggle. And I like this one as well, Mr. John.
Oh, well done, John.
That's nice, isn't it?
And he said, due to the outstanding night we had last Friday, could not post this, but it's here now. And it's the Tacom SADF G6 Rhino. Not too much weathering, just enough to give it a used look. And he hopes you like it. Many thanks to all ISM Model On.
That's very nice, John.
Yeah. As usual.
I like the picture where he's got a bit blurry and then a bit clear. And yeah, I like that. I like
nice. Very nice.
Looks good. It looks mean, is what that looks.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Frank Cathawer next, or Frankie Goes to Hobbywood, as his YouTube name suggests. He could not afford much time this week, but he put a bit more work into the interior. He's drilled holes in the middle console to light up 2 more displays, maybe for oil temperature, pressure, and battery voltage. He's also put some chrome headlights highlights on the door panels and hope to finish the Golf GTI soon.
Okay, go, Frank.
I have seen a few other pictures on Facebook where he's got the lights in the front and back, and yeah, it does look good.
Very nice.
I like this as well.
Good, yeah.
This is massive, isn't it?
He's plugging away at this.
This is Mr. Rich Blondin.
Just huge. Doing well, isn't he?
Yeah.
And this is 1/72 Dora from Hobby Boss. I will just repeat that. It's a 1/72 Dora. It was painted with UMP black, and the colour code is XF22. And so far, he's used 5 23ml bottles of XF22. There's only provided 1 full coat. Weathering is next, and he'll be using Life Colour Dust and Rust and oils. And work so far is about 2 months, and it's still over in it. I still have over 36 inches of track to prime and weather.
That looks really well, though.
Good luck, Rich. It's
That's
lovely job, mate.
Nice.
Back in a couple of months, and it might be close to being done. But it does look good. Oh, who's this one, Norm? This is Norm's new project.
Yeah. Nah.
Have you actually made a holder for that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
No,
He has.
Oh my word.
No, mate.
but yeah, everybody message Mr. Norman Dennison on Facebook and just wish him well in his
Yeah.
and like every picture on his Facebook. Mr. Alex Hillman next, and this is his HPH 2B SB2C-4, and his cockpit is slowly coming together, and he's going to get a full weekend in this weekend.
Excellent. It's a full resin kit, that.
Full resin, yeah.
That's a full scary kit, is what that is.
I used to have it. Mine's gone. I sold mine.
Good man.
Yeah. I thought, yeah.
Looks good though. I will say that it does look good.
Okay.
Mr. Neil Fraser next.
I like this.
And this is his Revell 132 Spit 2A. He's primed it using UMP grey overall, then UMP white primer to highlight the panels. Panel lines then penned in with a 0.5 black pilot pen. Ooh, I hope that don't bleed through and bite you on ass. Before spraying with paints, which is made himself from artist acrylic, thinner and softened water. Then they sprayed well and have a flat matte finish.
You'll know in about a month if that pen's going to bleed through.
Yeah, I've done that in past, and it bit me on a Airfix Sky Raider Douglas thing, A5 jobby, and yeah, it went under the size 9. Well, I must admit that
size 9. Your missus struggling.
Just left room and all. But I do like that paint colour that he's got going on that top picture there. It looks quite
that's good.
Good. Looks well worn. Mr. Charles Stanhope next, and he's got 3 models on the go this week. But in this photo, he has his 148th Tamiya F14A. His wings are completed. He loved the UMP Dark Dirt Wash as it really made the panel lines pop. In the end, he's used Vallejo Model Air Light Gold Grey as the main colour. Bottom 2 sections are the Great Wall Hobby F14C. And his very first attempt at freeform camouflage. F15C colours are Model Air Medium Grey and US Air Force Medium Grey.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice work, Charles. Looking good.
Very nice. Come on, sausage fingers. Mr. Gav Painter next. This is his Tamiya 148th Mosquito. Well, it's not his Mosquito, it's his props. Props primed in UMP white at the tips, then sprayed yellow, UMP black for the rest. The props sprayed with a very dark grey, then a lighter grey in the centre of each blade, weathered with blended watercolour pencils, chips with grey pencil, then sponge, chipping with silver. So I don't, props for me don't, yeah. The spinner sprayed red, then orange and yellow, then orange and yellow oils blended at the top to show wear, brown and red oils at the bottom to show dirt, and small chips with the light coloured red by use of a fine brush, then sponge chipping with silver. Mixture of Mr. Hobby Aqueous.
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 To me, that's still paint. Aqueous. Quick,
Right, let me get through this from the debate in the chat.
I like this one as well, Mr. Steve Spencer Beanie.
Looking good, that.
And this is his 8080 Attacked Dio. It's a Rebel snap together Star Wars kit. He sanded down most of the raised panel lines and described them. I'm guessing rescribed, Steve. And then he took a Dreamer tool. God, I love autocorrect, you know. He took a Dreamer tool.
Oh, that could be taken really wrong.
I know, yeah. To the head and leg to cut off, and then made a big hole and took out loads of chunks from it. He's primed it in UMP grey, then a mix of light to mini greys. Base is on a wooden box with packing peanuts on top. The covered in plaster cloth, then covered in plaster cloth. It's his first ever Dio and is pleased with it so far. Lots of weathering to do and foliage, etc.
Looking good.
That looks good, that, Steve.
Good, Steve.
That does look good. I do like a nice Star Trek kit, though.
It's a real Bobby Dazzler.
A real Bobby. Cheapest chips. Mr. Sean Bradder next. And he says, hi all. Yes, it's another Atelier Mark II Escort. It's a bit of a slow burner as it's been a busy week. He's taking time on the details, is loving it, and happy modelling, folks. Some great work on here. Yes, definitely. So, yes. You want to be sat in our chairs. And the last one of the evening on Face Ache is Mr. Honza. I'm not going to butcher his second name because it's just wrong. And he says, hello again. So I added armlets that he made out of beer can to cover the pivot and act as protection. Is then applied a coat of Tamiya fine surface primer and used XF69 NATO black for the pre-shading. And he's going to paint it while watching your show. Thank you very kindly.
Looking good, mate.
I've got to say that looks really good.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Very nice.
And it's a really hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's
have a quick flick back through on the old forum. Not that one. Could be that.
I know what mine is straight away from me.
I got a feeling what mine is.
I'll go through you guys and.
This is El Capitan's Tracks and the Beetle from Hey Mika. Dick Dolan's Laverda, depends how you want to pronounce it. Carl's Catalina. John M.W.'s Yak 3 Cockpit. Quite like that one actually. One Mac and his various tranquilments. And Shepsy and his Stuka. And
that's someone that one right there. I can place it in the goodie bag.
Mr. James Skiffin's Blow Hun and Boss. Yeah. And yeah,
Get past that rubbish.
Yeah, skip past that piece of poopy. Come on, Face Ache, pick up the pace a little bit.
Hey, Taxi.
Not again. Do you know what? I looked down then for a second and I thought, no, it can't be. Come on, Face Ache, speed up. Land is Scott's Gray's North.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see the version engineer.
Carswell's.
Oh yeah, that was Luke Carswell's balls.
Jobby, very excellent.
Jobby.
Oh.
Luke Carswell's balls and Jobby.
Did it just break up on me?
No.
Literally, Dan, all I had was Luke Carswell's balls.
Oh no, Mr. Luke.
Oh yeah, mate, and then you were Jobby.
Mr. Luke Carswell's 135th FV 432.
Yeah.
And Mr. Norman King's Fantastical Fish Submersible Jobby. Gary Constable's Bike, which is very excellent. Mr. Alex Neubauer's Eduard 172nd Biplane Newport Jobby. Mr. Charles Stellini and his 148th ME410A1. Gary Roberts' Airfix North American B25D. Mr. Matthew Strawn F14. Eric Williams' Flocker Wolf 190A and 172nd. Mr. Jerome McCourt's Trumpeter 160th King Tiger wheels. Mr. Dave Paddock's Dragon M1A1 Abrams. Mr. Andy Almond, I'll repeat this, Mr. Andy Almond's 176th rocket launching Sherman type arrangement. Mr. James Stalingrad, that's an excellent, awesome build. Mr. Taylor Brown's Roadkill ramp truck jobby. Mr. John Sharp's, can't win anyway. Mr. Andreas Scar and his 5 planes. Mike Marshall and his 4 builds. I'm not going to. Mr. Adam Challenger for his Panigale. Mr. Kurt Mulder, Fox's brother, and his Escort. Mr. James Fender and his Harrier. Mr. Dan Cook and his P40B Warhawk cockpit. Mr. John Stone and his Tacom G6 Rhino. Mr. Frank Cathaway and his interior for his GTI. Mr. Rich Blondin with his 172nd Dora. Norman his homemade jobby. Alex Hillman and his HPH SP-4. Helldiver. It doesn't say that there though.
But it is a Helldiver.
Mr. Neil Fraser and his 132nd Spit 2A. Mr. Charles Stanhope and his 2 F14 and 15s. Mr. Gav Painter's Mozzie Props.
Gotta give that one props.
Mr. Steve Spencer Beanie and his Star Trek diorama. Mr. Sean Bradder and his Mark II Escort, and Mr. Honza and his thing.
Right, is someone going to write these down? I've got.
I'll start going because I know who's. So, Graham, you're first in line.
So either Luke or Andy, and I'm going to go for Andy because I think for 176.
Which one was Andy's?
Yeah,
the Braille scale.
Yeah.
Braille scale, which was
anyway, it's a Sherman with rockets.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a Sherman. That one there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andy's Calliope. Yeah. Okay, got you.
I'm doing the B25, the 172 B25. To the work you put into that one, I know.
Oh, you know.
Fix that.
This one,
yeah. Who's that? Was it so Gary Roberts?
Gary Roberts.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a spanner in the work and say the. Oh, hang on now. I'm going to say Mr. Gary Constable's motorbike for me. I'm afraid.
Luke was my second one.
Luke was my second one.
Yeah.
But also, I've got the fantastical thing. There's loads I want to pick.
I know.
After them all, I'm going to say this one because it wasn't a kit and it was all spares and scratch built.
Yeah, that's really good work to do that from it. Paul?
Right, I got 4.
Yeah, I know it.
So I got the Beetle. I think it's David's Beetle.
Yeah.
I've got Luke's ambulance.
Yeah.
I've got something I forgot. Yeah, I forgot one. Give me a sec. Scroll back up, down to the top on there.
Mr. Dan Hoyle, then Luke.
Hang on. Go down.
The fishy thing?
No.
I like the fishy one.
Tell me where to stop.
You going?
I like Matthew Strong.
Matthews as well. Matthews.
Yeah.
Cap.
What's my third one I had? Oh, I forget now. Anyway, it was Andy's. It was Andy's Calliope.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to go with Tim on that B25 because, again, I know the struggle he had. He literally brought it back from nearly a ruined model.
Yeah.
To what looks great now.
Yeah.
So I'm going for Gary's B25.
Right. Sam?
I've got 3 as well. Either Luke's or Gary's, and I'm going to say Gary Constable's bike.
Yeah, cool. Copy.
Yeah, again, it's getting harder and harder every week.
It's a week as well.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to have to go for a Gary, and I'm going to go Gary Roberts for the recovery because I would probably have been that.
Who have I missed?
Me.
Sorry, Norm. Hang on a minute. Go on. Who you want?
Well, I was going to go with Gary for his Gary Constable for his bike because it's not an actual kit.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen that B25 and the amount of, well, it was really virtually wrecked and he pulled it back. So I'm going to go for Gary Roberts on this one.
Yeah.
Well,
pulling that one back from the brink.
Yeah. I mean, that was, Gary Roberts a winner on that one.
It was bad. That paint was really bad.
This is done a bit of work.
Yeah.
Well done, Gary.
Humble ruined stuff again. But well done, Gary. Congratulations, mate.
Well done.
Get your name and address me, mate, and I should get you a UMP goodie bag out in the post.
And I will say, just move slightly away from Humbrol.
Yes.
I think he well and truly understands the Humble.
The best place to Humble is in the bin.
Yes, definitely.
I know it's got a lot of fans, but it ruined so many models. Yeah, it's not worth it. But actually, fantastic work. Thanks for really
Well done.
Very
Posting work again this week.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dan.
Keep an eye out for the post. Well done, Dan. Great job as always. And you're keeping an eye out for the post. They'll go up, put your work up again, and we'll have a look next week. We'll be giving away, so well done, everybody.
Sorry, yeah, I was just going to say lots of people asking James about his diorama, the Stalingrad one. If you go to James's Facebook group, which is Model Officers Mess, there's a full album on there of the build. Well worth looking at.
Be prepared to be staggered as well.
Yeah.
Now, let's have a debate on mass.
Oh, I like that.
Not a mass debate.
A masturbate, yeah. Now, there's a discussion in the Hangout where we all think one, and Graham thinks another. So,
I don't think. The world thinks.
No, it's not the world.
Right, so where we're going to do it, there's a Mr. Hobby brand of paint. It begins with A. So I think it's called Mr. Hobby Aqueous.
Aqueous.
And Graham, you think it's called?
No, I know it's called aqueous.
Right, so Graham thinks it's aqueous, which is wrong.
Yes, it's not wrong. Can I explain? Can I please explain?
You can give me a sec. I and most other people think it's aqueous. Right. So, while Graham gives his argument, if you think Graham's right, put Graham in the chat.
All I would say to you people,
if you think and everybody else is right,
before you commit to an answer,
I know. Wait, I'm going to now. Before you pick your answer, Graham's going to give his reasoning why. I'm going to give my reasoning why. It's called aqueous because that's how you say it.
No, it's not. Okay. Before you give your answer, go to your Google or your Siri or your Cortana or whoever and ask for the pronunciation. Every English dictionary will tell you it is aqueous. You can see the phonetic alphabet. You can even press a little speaker button which will read a word to you. I am married to an English teacher with a master's degree, and I have checked every dictionary available. The word is aqueous. Now let me finish. Don't interrupt. The word is aqua, which is correct. It would be aqua. But because it's got an E instead of an A, as in aqueous, the E changes the A to an A. Basic English, my 5-year-old can tell you. Google it.
Okay, now Mr. Alex Hinman hits on the exact same thing. It's not an English word. Technically it is, but it's a company.
No. In Japanese,
it's Japanese,
it's Seisan.
You said your bit.
No, I'm not finished. Japanese is Seisan.
It's an English word. And I put, but when you go to Japan, you don't ask for a shot of sake.
No, because you wouldn't ask for aqueous either in Japan. You would ask for Seisan.
By the way, Graham's really triggered by this.
Yeah, I am.
If I went to Japan, I would ask for aqueous. And I'm quite sure they'd point me in the right direction.
I think if I said aqueous, I get, weird looks. So there we go.
Silence is golden.
I think most of them are right. And then there's the overwhelming that Paul is right. Yeah.
Paul's not right. Google it.
Right, Paul's right. Paul's right. No, the outcome of that is Paul's right. Sorted. Is that sorted now?
Colours coming up in your face, dude.
No, it looked pretty. It looked pretty even before when I. Oh no, there's more Paul. Sorry,
there's more. Definitely more.
At the beginning, it's off a great.
Yeah.
Everybody who's written Paul, go to Google, then come back in 5 minutes and change your answer.
I don't trust Google. I find out.
Google it. You don't trust every single official English dictionary. You don't trust all of that.
Well, for those who've been in the Hangout this argument this all week, as soon as we type it off.
John, cash the rod quick. We've got to buy.
Is Google an English word?
What the hell's that got to do with the price of fish?
Dual is an English word.
Google's American, isn't it? So, do we trust the Americans with the English language? No, that starts another whole debate. That one.
Google's American, so.
Yeah.
Oh well.
David's got the nail on the head. Paul's never right. There you go.
True.
Mr. Water-based Painto. I like that.
Never trust anything you read on the internet.
I checked the Japanese translation. I think it's Seisan.
Bless you.
Yes, it means aqueous in Japanese. But yes, pull up any English dictionary and you'll find aqueous. 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 I listed about 10 in our private chat the other day. Aqueous.
Go to any milk shop and
aqueous. Aqueous.
Aqueous.
I will acquiesce that the correct pronunciation should be aqueous, but in the generality of everyday language.
Anyway, as soon as I won, we'll move swiftly on.
You didn't win.
Anyway, Graham, you ready for your demo?
Am I? Yeah, I guess I could be.
Do you a couple of minutes, or are you all right?
No, I can do it now.
Now you got him raging.
I'm not raging at all. Yeah. I know I'm right. I've got nothing to rage about. I know I'm right.
That'll look with your wife, isn't it? I don't mind that you're
No, it's not Southern and Northern. It's English. It's English. It's not Southern and Northern. It's English.
Yeah,
English dictionary. There isn't a Northern dictionary and a Southern dictionary. There's only one English dictionary.
I think there is, because they say some really weird words.
Got to Tim's
Well, you're
house.
French. What would you know?
Anyway, it's Aqueous. Moving on, Graham.
Anyway, it's Aqueous.
Aqueous.
Right.
I'll stick you for liar.
I'm not going to swear.
Tonight's demonstration is sponsored by Mr. Hobby Aqueous.
You're not going to get a tenner out of me, I'll tell you.
Oh, I get 20 out of you.
You won't. You won't. Right. Okay.
Hang on. Andy Keller says, yeah, he's just looked it up. Google said it's a fiver for exhaling.
Yeah. Right. Where's me snippers? Right. Okay. So, what am I doing? Am I presenting?
No, you will be in a sec. Give me a sec.
Let me just flip my mat over because this is.
Oh. You've been spraying on that.
Have I been spraying?
That was really bad.
Not on this side, no.
I was wondering, why is it discoloured?
On the back?
Oh, it's a clear matte.
No, it's a sort of translucent.
Yeah.
Thing. Let me just grab this one actually because it's a clear thing, so it won't show up very well on a clear mat. There you go. Right. Okay. So we have a seam line down the middle of this canopy, which unfortunately happens quite a lot. But also, fortunately, it's very easy to remove. You can take a hobby knife to it and scrape the seam away. I wouldn't do that.
No, don't do that.
Because if you slip with a knife, you're going to put a big gouge in. All you need is a very fine grit sander. I would start as fine as I can first. So I'll go with the UMP Orange, which is, Paul, grit?
Oh, 800.
800. And I would just very gently rub the seam until it's flush. And it's going to scare the pants off you because obviously it's going to scratch the glass. But I would start with fine before you go to coarse, if that makes sense. You're going against what you normally do because you don't want to go too heavy.
Recommendation from a professional point of view, just because of my sanders.
Yeah.
Sand in one direction.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with that then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah. You just that's what I was told.
Okay.
Where it makes a difference, I do not know. See, this is on the downfall with some of these larger canopies. They do have a seam line through the middle. A lot of people literally shit kittens when they see them.
Yeah.
But it's honestly, it's 2 minutes work to do. I covered this ages ago in that Great Wall Hobby F15 video I did. But the actual technique's hidden away in the video. It's something I've meant to come back and redo. In fact, Lee said he was going to do it, and it never happened, unfortunately.
So I'll just do this front part. The seam goes right the way down.
Yeah.
But I'll just do this longer section in the middle. Try and stay away from the frame if you can, because you don't want to take any detail off that. So this is where these thinny sticks are great, because you can get right up close.
When you come close to your frame, maybe we're putting a bit of masking tape there.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're still going to go over the frame, but that's where you just need to be careful.
So that's the 800 grit, which has taken the seam line out. I can feel it's all gone there now. So I now go down to the 1200? Yeah, 1200, which is the white one. And I would do the same again. Just very gently, just go over the top, and you're just trying to remove any of the major scuffs. Try and stay on the bit that you've already done. I'll finish the ends off near the frame later because I don't want to risk damaging them. You don't need much with that one. And then you can feel that's now nice and smooth. And if you just give it a little bit of a rub, you can see it's really not looking all that bad considering you've just taken a sander to it. And then go with the UMP buffer. You can either use a thinny or a wide one. I will stick with a thinny one for this. Blue side first or green side, depending on which ones you've got. And just follow it over all the way down. And you'll see it start to sort of turn into more of a blur than a scratch. It's looks like it's just somebody's just breathed out in the cockpit now. At this stage, if there's any of the seam line left, you'll still be able to see it.
Yeah.
And in fact, there is a little bit at the front, but I've got to come back and do it anyway. So
one thing I will add, when you're doing this, be very careful of that canopy. So many people break them doing this.
Yeah.
And there's a little trick of putting a bit of white tack or blue tack inside. give it a bit of rigidity, but I kind of find at least a few marks on the canopy then.
Yeah, I've just got my finger in it just to stop it from squashing. And
yeah, get your finger in there. You don't need to press hard. Let the sand.
No, not at all. Not at all. And then once you're done with the blue side, just come around the edges just so it all sort of blends. Oh, started circling them again. So it all sort of blends in. And then flip your buff here over to the white side. And now you just need a little bit of pressure here, and you hear it start to squeak.
Make it squeak.
A little bit of elbow grease.
Sean Bradder asked a good question. Do you swap hands after 50 strokes?
Right, looks like he's had plenty of practice at doing that.
There's lots of people saying you've got very good practice, and some saying you are using the wrong finger, so that's a £10 charge.
David saying 800, I would think 1,000 or even 1,200. I've used 240 before now on a sponge.
Yeah.
All of these sandals, I get rid of everything out of it.
I would start with the lightest one I think I can get away with. And if it needs any more, then you can go down the grits, which is sort of contrary to what you would normally do. And that's starting to come back up. If you want to get a really, really, really belting finish on it, you can use some Tamiya compounds, but I don't have any.
Or, compounds, toothpaste.
Yeah. Which is what I was going to say just then.
Sorry, mate.
That's all right. Just a little tiny bit of toothpaste on a cotton bud and just rub it in and just work it around, and it just brings up a lovely shine.
Or car polish.
You can get it just as shiny as Ryland's teeth.
Not that shiny.
Well,
even just a worn out piece of denim.
Our sandals are good, they're not that good.
So there you go. I need to come back and finish that because I've got to get close to the top end, but I mean that's what taken me 3 or 4 minutes, if that, and that's pretty much gone. I just need to work that a bit more now to get the final polish up. And like I say, what I will do once I've done it all, I will just get, like I say, a bit of toothpaste on a cotton bud and just work it in, and that will all just disappear, and that's it. It's nothing to be frightened of at all. In fact, you should really get some UMP buffers and sanders, but if you haven't got one and you've got a disaster emergency seam removal, you can use one of these. I did my first one with one of these and just work down the grits, and that's just a thing you'll pick up for 50p from Boots for nails. It will work. It's not as good as the UMP one, I will say that, but it will work. You will manage it. But that's it. Dead easy. Nothing to be frightened of.
John, Steve just answered your questions. John asked why not use a circular motion, and Steve, but it's easy to get the scratches out in one direction. Yeah. Okay.
I'll take that on board.
Well, I was answering John's question, mate.
Okay.
Sorry. Scott says, "Is toothpaste how you shine up auto windows?" I've never tried it on auto, and the glass in the car kits varies from kit to kit. Some are great. Some you've only got to touch with your finger. Sam will tell you. You can't get the bloody marks off at all. They're there forever. So I try not to put anything on there. Even setting solutions, your decals will mark the glass. You've got to be really careful. So most of my windows are wiped over with a t-shirt.
You can tell when you get in there with these buffers because they start to squeak.
Yeah.
And there you go. That's it.
Well, I've always heard this weird thing from the future crew about dipping their canopies in the future. What is people's obsession with dipping their canopy?
Right. If you've got a canopy with floors in, it will fill the floors, and it does actually work. It does.
Okay.
It's supposed to also make it look more glass-like. The problem being is, look at most aircraft canopies; they're not perfect.
No.
They're not perfect. They've got flaws in. The only ones that tend to be pretty clean are the tinted US ones, and because they've got to clean them with just water.
Now, I've always thought that dipping your canopy in clear and then taking it out, they're like, oh, just set it to one side. It's just inciting dust to get stuck to it, so it's just going to make it.
I've tried dipping a few times. I can never get it to work.
I don't understand it.
I've seen it done, and they look great. But...
Yeah, I've done it on one, and I've got a bottle of original clear.
I think
it's clear.
Yeah,
it did work really well. I think it was on my Nata did that, I think, and it did work really, really well, and it does fill in any flaws. But I don't know if that's going to focus, but you should be able to see now. You see the seam line on the back half.
Yeah,
down there, and then the middle bit. I've got to tidy it up because I want to get close to there, but I'll mask that off. But the middle part is
good.
Gone, and it's clear.
I will say from my own experience, like I said, I've never got on with dipping them. Using the finishing compound from Tamiya to give it a light buff up, world of difference. But I think it can make them look too shiny sometimes, a bit unrealistic.
Yeah,
that's great work on them.
Nice one, Graham.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
Nice. There you go. Well done, Graham. Excellent. That's the tutorial there. So there you go. Like I say, I see a lot of people. I'm all over Facebook. I'm like a tramp on chips on Facebook. I see everything. And I see so many people complain, I bought this expensive kit, it's got a seam on the canopy. And it's so easy to deal with. Good set of sanders, some compounds at hand if you've got it, and 5-10 minutes patience. Just be careful with the canopy. Don't hold it too tight. Don't push too hard.
We'll just do this. It's basic modelling skills. That's all they are. Basic modelling skills. That's all they are for a canopy.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people are terrified by it.
No, don't be scared. Jump in. You can't ruin it unless you take all the seam lines, all the detail off the canopy.
Or you break the canopy. That's probably the worst thing you can do. But other than that, fairly straightforward.
Another top tip, if you're scared, fill it on the inside with blue tack or white tack or whatever to give it some bulk if you want to put a really heavy-handed. I've done that before. Yeah.
Bit of plasticine wrapping thin film and it doesn't leave any marks on the canopy then either.
Yeah.
Excellent. Nice one, Graham. Brilliant. Akis. Anyway, Akis. Right, what should we do next? Do questions for the crew?
Ivan. Oh, he's not here.
Who wants to do questions for the crew? You don't want to read it?
I wouldn't know why.
I'll go find them. I'll find them.
Have you got your bit to do in a minute?
Tim's been on the forum today.
I don't mind. Easy enough to do. Yeah. Take a couple of words.
There's quite a lot of questions this week.
Is there?
Yeah.
If you want to look them up on the forum.
We've got a forum Facebook page and ISM Facebook, isn't there?
I will double check the Facebook page quickly first of all.
Where you go on the Facebook page? I'll go to the forum.
I'll go on the Facebook page, yeah.
I'll go to the forum. See the trouble you cause you're not here, Ivan?
Oh, Ivan. Okay, do you want to start off with the first load of comments?
Yeah, go on, mate, you go.
Best way to cut cute away plastics on car body. I'm not sure that's really a question.
Cut. I think it was a Humvee, wasn't it? I think he showed.
Yeah.
I think Razor Saw's your answer to that one.
Okay, yeah, I'll talk about zoom in there. The crew's best recommendations for a small sprue nipper would be great for those teeny tiny bits of plastic. Currently using Squadron's utility size nipper. Thanks. That was from Scott Scoury.
I go Tamiya.
It is fine.
The Tamiya Pros frame's got absolutely superb. Very, very fine point. Ultra sharp. Cut really flat and flush as well.
So
Probably
nice.
going to cost you £20–25 depending where you got them, but that's mine.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Zorons are good. I've got them both, but I think the Tamiya are better.
There are various Tamiya ones available. They do a cheaper, like a side cutter one. In fact, I think they do a couple. These ones, I think the number is 71234, 1342, something like that.
There's two of them that look similar at the same price. I think either one of those you'd be
yeah.
But
You look at anything upwards of about 25 quid and you're on the right ballpark.
There's the difference with these are the really good Zorons everyone says to get, and these are the really fine point Tamias. You can see the difference in the size. The Tamias are a lot smaller head.
Yeah, you can get the Tamiyas right, and the Zorons are still good. I've got
these are very good. These are love cut for cutting real heavy gates or bits of plastic actually off, and then for doing a fine detail, the Tamias are brilliant.
Yeah, I keep
these Tamias for doing anything heavy. I don't think they'd like it at all.
No, I think the Tamiya's cut squarer as well, personally.
Yeah, I keep a really old set of these. I think there actually are Tamiya, really the cheapest basic ones, and I keep those handy for cutting big, thick bits of sprue. If I need to, rather than using the fine ones, I'll just use them for nipping the parts off. But if I need to cut through like a big main bar, I'll just use those, or for trimming my nails.
All right, next one from Rene Stoffrigan, yeah. Still have a problem with the clear coats I always use to mirror X22, X35, and XF86.
I read this earlier. That's all the question is. There's nothing else. So we don't know what the problem is.
So I think you're having problems with using the X22 clear coat. Buy Mr. Hobby leveling thinner. Mix it 50-50 and don't go heavy with it. It's probably the best things for it.
Yeah, thin coats, all of them to be honest. But yeah, it's a bit of a random question because
which one's XF? What's X35 then?
One's a semi-gloss and one's the flat, I think.
And XF86 is a full matte.
Is the full matte, yeah. But you can mix X22 and XF86 to get a satin.
Oh, okay, cool. There you go.
Next.
From James Fender, what are good model magazines for car and plane builders?
I like Airfix and oh god,
I like the Tamiya based, the old Tamiya based magazine.
Yeah.
They're really good.
There's an aircraft one I like. It's not Sam. It's the other one. Scale
modeling aircraft.
Might be, yeah. Yeah, I've not read that one in a while though.
Yeah, I used to buy a lot of magazines. I don't buy many of them.
I haven't got time to read them.
No,
half the time.
Yeah. Next question from the same guy. What do you think of the method called marbling?
If you want to sit there for hours on end doing that, by all means go for it. I prefer to prime in black. Base color, use the black as a bit of tone, come back in, fade it, highlight it, model it that way. And I like the look of mine.
I think marbling does look good, but I bet you can lose the effect very quickly.
I'm not going to lie, most of the people I see doing it, I can barely see where it is.
It's very subtle.
Yeah, it's too subtle for my liking.
If you do too much weathering over the top of it with gloss coats and stuff like that, you might start losing it. So it's a bit of a...
Try the other way around.
I've seen some done, and it does look nice.
It's good, yeah.
It's quite a balance.
I went the other way. I don't like following the head. I always try and find my own little way if I can. I priming in black, get the base colors down, get all your camos down, then come back in with light and tones of your base color, fade the panels, not like a patchwork quilt, but fade the panels, come with a darker tone, motley, so little dots, patterns in there, come back with the original color, break that up, and then come back with a highly thinned version of the base color and blend it all in. And I get the look I like. And that's it. But if you're happy sitting there, because it takes a long time to do that marbling.
It does.
Yeah. No,
I'll do the marbling on the black base in a quick and dirty way. I don't sit there for hours doing really delicate stuff. I just stuck a random model on there, put the base coat on, and then I fade out after that as well. So it's a combination.
He's followed up with it. So should I post shade after doing it, or just do some highlights? Do a bit of both.
Do you? What the effect you're after?
The more you only start knowing once you've done it, once you've weathered an aircraft down to how much you want actually showing through.
Well, Graham's been doing it my way a little bit lately, haven't you?
Yeah.
And I find it a lot quicker.
Definitely. And it's because you've got more control over it, because once you put your top coat over your black basing or your marbling, whatever you want to call it, that's it. You're done. You can't do anything else.
Yeah, you're lost then. Yeah.
If to do anything else, you've got to go back and post fade and post shade. So it kind of seems a bit pointless doing the black basing.
And if you get a patch where you've gone over it and removed the effect, there's very little you can do to get it back to match the rest of the plane.
Yeah. I've got to say, I think pre-shading's had its day.
Yeah,
you want to do it, I appreciate. I've done it. I used to always do it. I think it just looks unnatural. It just makes it look like a patchwork quilt.
I think if you prime in black, you've done your pre-shading already, and then you just fade your panels down till it looks good, and your pre-shading's already there. And then by the time you put your pin wash in and a bit of post shading, you're there. It's done. It's so easy to do. And it's much more rewarding, I think, because you can actually see it developing in front of you.
Yeah, it comes alive in front of you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's great. Rather than doing all that work and then covering it all up and hoping that it's still going to be visible. I just much prefer watching it build up, and you can adjust and go back and play around with it as much as you want.
I will do a video one day on how I do it. I put the webcam in the booth the other week, didn't I? A month show how I did it, and I will make a video on it one day.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, from John Stone, what PSI do you use? And what distance are you spraying from when painting windows for models? Thanks.
PSI, I'm around 20, 22 usually.
It depends what paint you're using, really.
If I'm using lacquer like car paint, I'll drop it down to 50.
He's saying about painting windows, so I think he must be talking about painting the black
windows
around the.
Must be in the vision blocks and that, mustn't he? Or windows on a car, truck.
On the
armor vehicle.
Yeah.
It should be. It's light thin coat, isn't it? I'm normally, I don't know what distance I'm at. 3 to 4 inches away, maybe a bit closer. A
bit more info on your question, John, because I'm not sure which area you're actually painting. And
well, John's into armor, so
that's what I would have thought.
Either going to be vision blocks or armored big soft skin windows, isn't it, or whatever.
Yeah, I sort of read it as the the green tinted glass, the armored glass stuff that's in, which John and I sort of talked about a while back. I think John tried some film on there and all kinds of stuff, but
yeah, I've been trying all sorts to try and get it spot on, but generally for the smaller vision blocks, it's just paint the silver back of it silver, and then paint the front of it whichever clear color you're going to use just for the brush.
Right, next question. What I'm going to do is I'll ask this question and I'll go through you, and you can each say what does this for you. So, what truly drives your influence in modelling? This from David Sean. So, Graham, what's the thing that makes you want to pick something up and build it?
I really don't know. If it catches my eye, and I like the look of it, I want to build it.
Yeah,
basically. Yeah.
Cool. Paul?
Using interest in the subject or a bit of passion for it.
Yeah.
Usually the rally cars, the Hollows old cars, anything like that. Aircraft, whoever looks good.
Yeah.
I think. Interest in paint schemes. Again, try and do not out the norm, but just something that doesn't look.
Another Spitfire.
Yeah, another Spitfire. If I do Spitfire, and the Spitfire I've got to Mark 18, it'll be the different colours in the standard camo. So that's what I'll go for. Yeah.
Norm, what sort of gets you floating your boats?
I tend to pick my subject a year in advance. Last year, I failed because of circumstances.
Yeah.
I want to do this Pacific Theatre sort of thing, and I failed miserably. But I'm starting to pick them up again. Probably I pick my stuff a year in advance because next year will be a ship. So
cool.
Ooh.
Sam, what makes you want to pick up a specific car kit?
Something that appeals to me, catches my eye. Something that I've liked, as in Group B from when I was younger, if it's possible. I'm doing body builds with Paul, I must admit, because I was on the verge of packing this in totally.
Something you can build together. A bit. Yeah.
Something that's quick as well. I hate builds that drag on for weeks and weeks and weeks. I can't do that. I have to have a build at maybe 10 days at most.
There's nothing more mojo building than the cars, because I can build them in a week easy, and it's so satisfying to constantly keep finishing kits.
Yeah.
I mean, all the car kits behind me there over the past 8 months, it's great. It really is.
Sharpie?
Generally, does it look cool? Is it what I fancy building? I mean,
Russian.
Is it green?
Has it got over 1,000 parts? No. You know me, I'll build anything from planes, tanks, cars, figures, pretty much anything that doesn't float. It's just what I fancy at the time. Does it look cool? Some of my favourite builds have been ones that I've just gone into thinking, whatever, I'll chuck that together. And some of the ones I've planned, they just killed the mojo. Like the tank transporter, I've got no mojo for that anymore. And it's Russian and it's big. I'm loving the little Corsair that I'm building, and another T90, but that's me. I just build what I fancy at the time.
Yeah. Why do I pick what I build? They look good. They're interesting. And a lot of things, they're not just it's not just what a green color, or it's not just that. It's also a lot of things. Like I like the Starfighter. It's just a weird looking plane. It doesn't even look like it should fly, and it goes really fast. It goes really fast. It's like, that's cool. Sort of things like that. That's just something that gets your interest. Gets an interest. I think researching. You'll see a kit and you're, oh yeah, that's a bit interesting. You'll research it and you'll go, that's why it's so much more interesting than I ever thought. So yeah,
because I'm new to modelling, but also new to aircraft as well. I've never really paid any attention, despite being in the Royal Air Force. I've never paid any attention to planes before. I'm seeing new aircraft and I'm learning about them. And I'll just see, like this afternoon, I was watching the Battle of Britain thing with the McGregor brothers when they flew the Spitfires.
Yeah,
and the training program, they started off in a, I can't remember what the little biplane was. Then they went to a Harvard. I'd never seen a Harvard before, and I looked at that. Just
weird little plane.
Yeah, but I want to build one now.
Yeah,
it's the same with that flanker that I'm building at the minute. I was sat talking to wife one night. He showed me a picture of it. I was like, wow, I want to build that. And there you go.
Yeah,
if it looks good.
Right, next, this is a bit of it's a question, but not really a question. So, do you think this hobby can get very expensive, especially with all the different products, kits that keep filtering through? Also, how much do we put into our man caves? I hate to think what my shed is worth. That's from Rob Bobby. Yeah.
Well, that's Robbie out the chat.
Yeah. A hobby is however much you want to put into it. Some people will spend a couple of quid a month. Some people will spend £1,000 a month. It's a hobby, and everyone has their own budget they can put into it.
Some people sit on their living room on their lap. I've done it. Been there and done it. Modelling, watching TV with the missus. Some people spend thousands of pounds on a modelling cave full of crap. Yeah. And yeah, I always say, and I say this all the time, I see people moaning about stuff, and it's like, I buy Pledge because it's cheap. Now, if you can't afford a bottle of £1.50 Tamiya Clear, you need to get a different hobby. That's my view. I always think you get out of a hobby what you put into it. And yeah, if you've not got money, I understand that. I know, I've been there. I know what it's like. But buying £5 worth of, 10 years worth of a Clear for a bottle of Clear that'll last you still quite a while, and you get a better, thing out of it. It's worth spending the money on. But yeah, it's one of those things, the hobby, and you can spend £5 on the kit and have a whale of a time, or £500 on a kit and have a whale of a time. It's what you get in and out of it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Look
at how much fun we have with the speed build.
Yeah.
Which is like the bottom of the line, cheapest possible Airfix kit, thrown together really badly, really quickly.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you can start with the basis of tool, a nail clipper, the cheap little nail clippers, a pair of scissors. Stuff like that. You can start on, like I say, a little tea tray. Start with, you could have the minimum amount of gear, a couple of quid. Like say, enjoy it, or you can go out and just, there's £60 snippers. Oh, not bad, I mean, 60. It just depends what you'll put into it. If you want to, there's no limit to what you can spend actually.
Well, having done other hobbies, and Dan will back me up on this one if he's about. I used to do a lot of fishing. You can drop 120 quid on bait alone before you even put anything in the water.
Yeah,
easily for just like one day.
Yeah,
and then everything else, your rods, everything else. It's really what you put into it. You get back, and you take it as far as you want to take it.
Yeah,
if you want to have a setup, all these lights and all the paints, fair enough, far ahead. But you're the only one who knows how far you want to take.
Yeah. Because once you've got the basic stuff that you need, everything, your prices start declining. The amount of expenditure goes down. Unless you
need the initial price of buying the stuff.
Yeah, unless you spend the whole cycles lot.
Yeah.
So once you've got your main selection of paints and weathering products and brushes and everything else like that.
Yeah, there's always new stuff to buy.
Yeah. But once you've got all those things, you don't need to go out and buy them every time you do a kit. You've got the RAF colour set. If you want to build another RAF plane, you've got the paint set. So yeah.
Right. Last question from Alex Hillman. Can you refloat a decal after it's been applied? So let me finish explaining what he's asking. I needed 2 of these 8B decals, but only got 1 on the sheet. It's part of an instrument panel. I applied it to something hidden away before realizing there should also be one on the main instrument panel, which is far more visible. If I can, I'd like to move it. Once it's dried and it's been on there a couple of days, I don't think you're going to get it off.
I've done it before.
Yeah, you got it.
As long as you take it back off quickly.
Yeah. You got to be quick.
Put it back on the backing paper, the correct side. The came off the glossy side. I've got them back off before.
Yeah. But you got to be within half hour.
Yeah, if you put any setting solutions on it, you're screwed.
Yeah. If you've let it dry, yeah, unfortunately, it's on there, mate.
So I've got them back off before now.
You know the underside ones on my MiG when they didn't fit because I'd like done the stencils before the main decals, and I put them down, and then I actually they had micro set on them, and then about 5 minutes after I put them down, I actually wet them again with set and just gently lifted them with the corner of the knife, just peeled them back off and moved them. But I think I dodged a bullet there. I think I got away with that.
You're quite lucky. But those had ones I did. They once they became soft with the set stuff, they weren't never going to come off. Yeah, they were down.
But I've done it. I've got them off. As long as you're not put solutions on and they've not dried on the model, yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, give it a go. Get it wet. Leave it a soak for 5-10 minutes and see if it moves. Get a brush and just see if you can get it to start to move. If it does, you're lucky. If it doesn't, don't start rubbing at it until it doesn't come off. It won't come off. That's all the ones on Facebook done.
Right, is that off ISM or the Live the Bench page?
That's off ISM. Let me check live.
I've got one on the forum that actually equates into about 40.
Oh, okay.
Get back. Right, so this is from Drum S01. A few questions have been asked in the USA. With the quality and selection of paints improving over the last 25 years, what is the best type of paint? Acrylic, enamel, lacquer, oil, etc. for the following subjects and why? We list aircraft, military land vehicles, automotive, trains, figures, etc. So that's just one, and there's 3 questions. Right. I'm going to shorten that quickly and not go for all the subjects and deal with the paints. I think acrylic all round is one of the best paints because it's easy to get, easy to spray, brush is okay, dries quick, you can handle it quick, and you can carry on working with it quick. Now, if we go to metallics, I think lacquer and enamels are better, purely because with acrylics, you tend to find the pigments can be a bit large. With oils for weathering on any of those subjects, but with figures, I know some of the real pro figure painters just use oils, don't they, Tim?
Yes.
So that's my answer to that. I don't think you can answer all those specifically, but I'd stick with the paint. So acrylic all round, enamel lacquer for metallics, oil for weathering, and figure painting. That's my view. Anybody else?
No, I do know. I have seen some amazing work done with acrylics on figures. Most of them you'll find are usually done by oils.
Yeah. That's purely because you can blend them for so long, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got days to work with them.
Anybody else?
Yeah, good old Humbrol.
Yeah, I'll start off now.
Well, no, the old little tins.
Yeah, the old tins are great.
Oh, it's brilliant paint. It's really good paint. It's just an old style of paint. It takes a lot longer for them to dry. They're a bit more smelly in a different way than acrylics.
And it can be quite a thick paint as well if you don't really thin.
Yeah, you've really got to thin the stuff down. But the paint itself actually is good stuff. And you can use it for doing effects if you want to as well and things like that. But it's
well, you can weather with oil enamels as well. Yeah, as well. Right, regarding airbrush painting, what are the air pressure needs for a quality airbrush compressor? Does it need an air storage tank? Yep. Pressure regulator, yep. Or a moisture trap, yes. I would have all three of those. If you haven't got a storage tank, you're going to get condensation in it. You're going to get moisture in the line. So I'd always have a compressor with a storage tank on. You're going to need a pressure regulator, or you're going to be spraying at pretty high pressure. And a moisture trap's normally built in to a part of your pressure regulator as well. So for me, the last part of that, all three. I'm going to guess most people agree with that.
Yeah.
The first part, what are the air pressure needs for a quality airbrush compressor? Right, you probably never, ever need to go over 40 psi. I very much doubt you need to go over 30, to be honest. But nearly all hobby compressors that I've had will go, I think the one I've got now goes to 80. I think most of them will go to 50. I think most of the ones I've had will spray a 50 if you need it. There's nothing I can think other than sandblasting that needs 50. So as long as you can go, you got the regulator to go down to, like, say 10 and up to 30 or 40 psi, that's all you need. What do you guys think of that?
Yeah. Pretty much agree with that.
There's no need to go over 30 psi, really, is there?
No. I spread about 24, 26 at the highest.
I used to spray 25 and lowered it to about 20 now.
Yeah.
I mean, even our primer, I get through at 20, no bother at all. No issues. The band will go to 90. Yeah, I knew it'd go quite high. Right, number 3. Oh, there is 4 questions, sorry. The last 2 are labeled 3. What's the difference between single or double action airbrush, and which is better for various applications? Right, single action, you press down, you get paint and air. For double action, you press down for air, pull back for paint, so it gives you a little bit more control, a lot more control over the application. Now, I use double action for everything, but single action works great for priming, metal colors, and even base colors as well. It'll work just fine. You need the double action when you control, so if you're doing intricate camo work, figure painting, so on and so forth. That's it, really. You can do just as well with a single action as with a double if you know what you're doing. But I think a double action just gives you that more, what's what I'm looking for? Control.
Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else, Chad?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, really, just
yeah.
Right. What are the easiest quality, affordable, high gloss automotive paint processes on the market? Primer, base, and clear coat for scale plastic cast vehicles. Easiest quality, affordable, high gloss. Easiest is probably going to be rattle can. Quality, rattle cans are non-good quality. Affordable, don't know, because you waste a lot of rattle can, don't you?
Yeah.
Right. Well, the way I do it, and other people can chime in if they want. I've got Zero Paints and Tamiya TS sprays for my cars. I use UMP primer and Tamiya spray can primers, and I use Zero Paints 2K clear, 1K clear, and GX100 my clear coats on vehicles. Easiest is going to be opinion on what you find the easiest, because it could be as easy. Sorry, it could be as easy as you can get hold of it, or how easy it is to spray, and they all vary. That's all I can think. Anybody else?
No, I'm the same as you, because build cars as well. So it's zero paint and PS at the minute, just decanting it and putting it through the airbrush.
I think easiest is probably that.
Yeah.
Put the can up and spray it, but you waste a lot of paint.
Yeah.
A lot of paint. Yeah. Anybody else?
I tend to use the Tamiya acrylics when I'm painting cars, but
yeah, you do that, yeah.
Then it would miss the leveling thinner and it'll come up smooth and glossy. Might take a little more work than it does with a rattle can or whatever, but it's what I have, so it's what I use.
Did you find anything else, Tim?
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the ISM live at the bench page.
Busy tonight.
I know we're busy with the questions. It's nice. Hi guys, I've bought a batch of Tamiya paints for the first time, XF mostly. They're a lot thicker than I was expecting, and I didn't realise that they're not water-based. So the question is, can I airbrush them? And if so, which thinner and cleaner would you recommend? Cheers. That's from Neil Fraser.
Okay. Well, you can thin it. I think you can thin Tammy with literally anything, can't you?
Yes.
You can thin it with water, you can thin it with alcohol, you can thin it with cellulose.
Yeah. So I remember as a kid having them, and I do remember some thinned with water, some really didn't thin with water.
Yeah, I've thinned with water, and like you say, some don't mind it.
Yeah, and some will. They do. It's like it totally reacts to them and doesn't like it.
I think for safety, stick with a good, well-known thinner. Use their own X20A. You could use Manolese Ultimate Modern products or Mr. Hobby Leveling thinner.
They're three I'd pick from if I had them.
Depends on the effect you want. Water, I'd probably steer clear of.
Yeah.
Don't use pure IPA because everyone says X20A is IPA. It's not. There's more in X20A than just IPA.
Yeah.
Cellulose does work, but it's very, very raw.
Yeah.
I have thinned it with it, and it doesn't leave the best finish. If you've only got a lacquer route, use the Mr. Hobby Leveling thinner.
Yeah, the lacquer thinner is quite good stuff to have with it.
It absolutely stinks.
Yes.
It just, this paint absolutely reeks. Yeah, so for me, UMP, Mr. Hobby Leveling thinner are my choices. I have used water, like Tim says. Some don't mind it, some hate it. Yeah. Anything else?
The excess tend to be okay with water, but
the glosses
don't like it.
Right.
Alex don't like
So
it.
next up from Cully Repray. I probably did that totally wrong.
That's a long name.
Yeah, I know. Hi, I bought Alclad clear flat and brushed it on, but it came out glossy. I know some products are airbrush only, but I've used a lot as a brush painter and been fine. Can I thin it? Was very disappointed and still tacky after 2 weeks. And it is Alclad clear coat flat. See, it's the
enamel
stuff. Why it's come out glossy?
Too thick.
No,
if he's brush painting it, he's not getting the medium in there.
No,
it's probably sticking on the brush, and he's just putting the because it's the gloss in there, just with the medium to make it flat.
Yeah, it's not. It's just you've got so. It is designed to be sprayed. That stuff. I don't think that's not a good one to be using as a brush. What you need is I forgot the name of it. The Tester's dull coat. The Tester's dull coat lacquer.
Yep,
that's what you need. That stuff. This stuff here can brush very well.
Yeah, that is designed to be brushable. Yeah.
And if you are stuck with brushes, what you can buy instead, Mr. Hobby do sell all of their clears and glosses and mattes in spray cans, and they're meant to be very, very good. So if you want a dull coat or something like that, you can buy their cans, and they do a very good job.
Yeah.
Somebody asked a question about Tester's dull coat in the chat earlier. What do you thin it with? Lacquer thinner.
Lacquer thinner, straight store-bought lacquer thinner. Mr. Hobby colour thinner will work great as well. But yeah, that's stuff Tim got. That's what I use. That is design. That is a brush paintable.
And Cully, I'd hate to say, you literally got to sit that in a warm place and wait for it to stop being tacky, because it takes a very long time.
It does, if it ever does.
Yeah. You might. I'd say leave it in a warm place, in like an airing cupboard in a warm place, and just come back to it in a week and see if it's dry properly. Right, from Dan Cook. Other than the obvious, can you tell me the difference between Hobby Aqueous, Mr. Hobby lacquer paints? Which is better to buy? Which is easier to use? Do they have a different finish or application?
What?
So, in other words, what's the difference between Mr. Hobby Aqueous and their lacquer range?
Well, one's a lacquer, and the other one's just like Tamiya's alcohol.
Yeah.
Acrylic.
Which is better to use? I wouldn't say one's better over the other.
Preference, isn't it? If you lacquers, you can thin a lot more. They smell a lot more.
Need a lot of ventilation for them.
They're a bit more harder wearing. Problem is, they've only just really started to become available in the UK, so there's not many hobby stores you're going to walk into and pick those up. And to be honest, Accurus is a bit the same, isn't it? It's even though it's been knocking around for a while, there's not many model shops to stock it, is there?
No, only read the online guys or the guys at the shows.
Yeah. So you're a bit, yeah. If I like them, but they do stink.
Yeah.
Seriously stink. I've got the full line of Accurus.
Now, what he did say there is, do they have a different finish or application? Their application range covers everything. They go from high shine metallics down to brilliantly flat matte paints. But what you will find is very odd with Accurus paints is they are randomly gloss and then randomly flat. So like H81, that's a flat. You get H331, that's now a semi-gloss. You've then got H316, that's a gloss. There's no rhyme or reason behind the reason I can see of why they're gloss and flat. And
you also get different colours in the ranges as well. Yeah, Mr. Colour's got different colours in there.
Yes,
I quite happily buy the range of Mr. Colour, but the Accurus covers it all, and I'm happy with them. I've got a whole load of Mr. Colours there, and they're nice. They do spray well, but it does stink really bad.
I think there's a few more colours in the lacquer range simply because they've been around longer with Mr. Hobby, because that's what they started with, it seems. But other than that, yeah, your
personal preference. Try it. Buy a couple of bottles of the Mr. Colour and see what you think of it.
You can buy the Mr. Colour in sets as well.
Yeah, quite good.
So I've got the US Navy set.
Yeah, there's a review on our ISM channel for a couple of
weeks. Definitely. So you could just pick up I think that was about £8 for 3 colours.
You got
to try them.
It's personal preference, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. One more from Jeff Thomas. Rubber tyres you get in military vehicle kits. Should I paint these first, e.g. XF85, and then use washes, sand, mud, or just weather them directly as they are? Will the washes fade them down?
I would paint them personally.
But would you paint them before?
I'll be totally honest. If I could get rid of them, I'd get rid of them.
Yeah, I would
as well.
Unfortunately, painting rubber tyres on kits is a complete and utter pain in the backside, I found. Because if you paint them before, when you're putting them on, the paint will come off. Because you move them around, the paint will crack off. When you paint them on, they look okay. They're better. You just prime them with the middle wheel and do it that way.
I think for most kits of rubber tyres, you may find you can get resin replacements.
Yeah.
And resin, they look so much better.
I've got some for that Famo kit, and I think what I'm probably going to do is leave them rubber, dull coat them spray a little bit dull coat over them, and then put some washes, and that's it. I'm not gonna bother trying to paint them too much.
So you've been outside chat there. You okay, Dan?
I am not. I nearly never made it. Oh my god! I managed to get through. I got through the door and it all turned into an emergency.
I kind of want to read that, you know. Dan put in the side chat, Dan disappeared from it. Be right back, 10 minutes, dropping the wipe off. Then he came back. Sorry, chat's back now. Needed a poo, nearly shit me pants.
I just got through the door and I thought, oh, it's a little went, oh, uh-oh, tense up quickly.
I'm growing a tail.
Oh. Wow, I nearly never made it though. I nearly had to have a shower.
Is that
as everyone's eating their tea right now, or whatever it is?
Yeah, everyone's having a curry.
Oh, it was worse than that. It was, yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. We all done, Tim?
Description is needed for Graham.
Yeah.
We all done, Tim?
Thank you.
Cheers, Tim.
Well done.
Nice one, Matt.
Well done, Paul.
Thank you, Tim.
Hey?
Love you, Tim.
Well done to Paul as well. Paul read like 5.
Somebody further back in the chat also said that they tried X22 for the first time and it went orange peel.
You've not put enough on.
Yeah, what did you thin it with?
Oh, you put too much on.
Yeah.
Nice thin coat. Just build it up slowly.
Yeah.
As if you're spraying white paint or black paint or red thin coat.
You put the mist coat of MLT on after you finish spraying the X22. Levels everything back out again as well.
There we go. So yeah, well done, Tim. Thanks everyone for the questions. It's busy now.
Yeah, been busy.
Yeah, no wonder I haven't Skyped off for all those questions. I thought, sod that, I'm not reading them. So there we go. Right.
Sorry, Gary. I'll put him off his fish and chips.
Just put his in the bin. Sod that. Should we do another giveaway? I think we'll do another giveaway, and then we'll go to you, Tim. Yeah.
Cool.
And that's us done then.
We haven't done what we've been buying.
Pardon?
We haven't done what we've been buying yet.
I know. Gonna do that now.
All right. Okay. Sorry.
I would say I'll go to you, Tim. Give him a sec, and then we do what we've been buying.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, look, committees are spoken, Graham.
I know. It's
Sorry.
Would ya?
Get with the program, Graham.
Oh,
You're not writing scripts.
I'm too busy speaking correct English. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
For those that like Mr. Hobby Aquis, there's this. And it does actually call out Mr. Hobby Aquis in here. So, right, you want to win this kit? It's a beautiful kit. It's a dual combo. There's 2 full kits in there.
I'd like to win that kit.
It's a really, really nice kit. So, in there, it's a Profi pack from Eduard. They're Hellcats, which are superb kits. I built both of them. Absolutely fantastic. You get all the decal options, which are shown there, including that fantastic one. Camera back. Where is it?
Lovely. Yeah.
That one, which I've got all the stuff to do in 30-second scale.
Lovely.
Brilliant. You get your 2 zoom sets, you get 2 mask sets, there's PE for the engine, if I remember right, to wire it up.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a honestly brilliant kit. I love building these, absolutely brilliant. So all you got to do to win this, candidated by Veteranus Models, is wait to Graham to say start numbers now. Norman's got the timer on the screen. We'll give you 5 minutes. Pick one. Not yet, Andrew. Wait, buddy. Come on. You've done this before, guys. You know how it works. They're about 24, 25 quid, I suppose. Pick one number from 1 to 1,000. For 5 minutes, you do a live run on a generator, and the closest person wins. Simple as that. The cheap kit to buy. Honestly, can't recommend that kit. You know, it's fantastic. There we go. Right, you ready?
ready?
3. I'm ready. Yep.
2, 1, go.
Yeah.
Start now.
There we go. No one's got the timer on the screen. Get your numbers in.
Oh, well, loads of questions.
You can pick this up for a good price, and it's honestly superb kit. Just don't do what I did and build them both together, because that gets really annoying.
Yes, John.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's yeah. And Tim, when you go to your thing in a bit, make sure you're not screen sharing our chat.
Not.
Definitely not.
Yep.
Ah.
Anyone got any plans for the weekend?
I have
Start filling my living room before carpet comes Monday, and then hopefully I can relax on Monday.
I'm at a model show tomorrow.
Oh, you are, aren't you?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Are you taking little piggy bank with you, Norm?
I've taken me, but yes, taken me wallet with us. Taking it for a walk this time.
Well,
the moss might enjoy a day out.
Tomorrow, I've got my most favouriteest part of modelling to do, some decal. So, very excited to do that. I love decal, so very happy with that. And the Renaissance decals, which are fantastic. So, we've got that. We've got the Grand National tomorrow afternoon, which we've got a little bit of a sweepstake between about 20 of us, haven't we?
Yeah.
Andy Morris, if you're in that chat, because you were there before, go and read that bloody post.
Yes.
We're waiting for you to answer.
No, Andy said not. Andy said. Oh, sorry, Andrew Morris. Sorry.
Yeah, Andy Morris.
Andy Morris.
Andy Morris, go read the chat. You've been tagged in it and everything. You got till midnight and then you're out.
Yeah, you've got 2 hours and then that's it. Big elbow.
The Grand Nationals tomorrow, which is one of the craziest horse races you'll see. We got a sweepstake between, I think, is it 18 of us currently?
Yeah. 18, yes.
Yeah. So a bit of a sweepstake, a little bit of a bet. Good fun. We won 800 quid the first year we did it, which is between, I think it was 16 of us. I can't remember that. And yeah, we ended up with enough for a model kit each, didn't we?
I think I bought my compressor.
So we'll be doing that tomorrow afternoon. Like I said, I've got a nice afternoon of modelling, and on a Sunday, Hannah and James are out with Hannah's mum, so I can get in here again. It's a hard life.
Somebody's got to do it.
Hey?
Somebody's got to do it.
I know. The thing is, you're always bloody there.
I know.
Or you bring him, the other one.
Which one?
Who?
Yeah, you.
Who? The other one?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Three Stooges every morning. Me, Norman, and Sam.
The Baldies.
Three Baldies.
You need a sensible one in there, so that's why I said.
Well, let us know when one joins.
Yeah.
That's smart. There'll be a hangout, buddy. I'll put the link up in the morning. Should be in mid-morning, I reckon.
Yeah, it should be.
I might be just dragging my carcass out of bed then.
I thought you were going to say something else for a second then.
Who
You were doing that then.
David, you've put 2 numbers in, mate. Sorry.
Who did?
David Carradise.
Yes, as well. Just one number, guys. You're disqualified. Sorry. Boston Marathon on Monday from Scott.
Ooh.
There is a sensible one, Scott. We're just not found them yet. Well, I'm leaving.
David Carradise, can you stop putting numbers in? I'm going to put you in a timeout, mate.
Yeah, it's one number only, buddy. Did explain that at the beginning. Oh, James is at work.
Oh, damn.
So, right, you got just over a minute. You can see the timer on the screen there, boys and girls.
I'm going to grab a quick drink.
Oh. So if you're knocking around tomorrow and you're on our Live at the Bench page, no, ignore that. You're on the Hangout modelling page.
Modeling page.
Keep an eye out for the link. Come and join us. It's this, but off air. Very low key. Bit more sweary. Bit more risque.
Just a bit.
Risque.
Yeah, well, that's how the hell else would you describe it?
Well, yeah, I mean that was going to say
Without swearing, you describe it
very lightly.
Yeah, without swearing, you describe it.
Yeah, risque is good. Let's just stick with risque.
More gentleman-like.
Locker room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you come and join, honestly, come and join. You just need a webcam and a mic. Come and join us, have a chat. It's very we're very friendly. We're going ignore all the rumours and
Half a man,
as Jane says, like sitting in a pub with models. It's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
It means model kits.
I'm going to his pub.
3, 2, 1.
Numbers stop now.
Boom.
Baz,
Here we go.
stop. I was too busy deleting the doubles. No.
Oh, can't get the staff.
Yeah, because I think I know you deleted it, mate, but you put 2 in. So unfortunately, Asbo, you're gonna have to go. I'm afraid, mate.
Oh, he's ruthless, isn't he?
I am.
Yes.
He's a little
Ruthless Riley.
darling.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Right, am I screen-
rules is the rules. Yeah.
My screen check. Oh, did I see Rudy there? Just says go on your camera. Yeah. Rudy says I'll be there. Got my news T920 and Aqueous paint.
Hey, Queers.
Well, if Rudy's joined, I might give it a miss.
Yeah.
I don't want to do any decaling. Right, is that sharing you?
Yes.
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 Right, so this is for the beautiful Eduard Dual combo Hellcat kit. We're going to pick one number. If 2 people have the same number, the first person to pick it automatically wins. And as always, don't shout out who you think's won because if we have had the wrong name shouted at before, it's a bit disappointing. Once you know the winner, guys check it all. They have a little collaboration in our sweary chatting on the side. And Graham will announce the winner. It's as simple as that. So, the winner number 4, the Hellcat, is 235.
Yeah, nice little one.
And there's me saying don't share that sidebar and mind sharing on the side. Though.
I tell you what, at least we've had the numbers nicely spread out this week. Sometimes they seem to fall right on top of each other.
Yeah, that's why I've stopped using that one first because it always picks a middle of the road number, and then there goes with a low one.
Aqueous. 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 Aqueous.
Will you hurry up and sort out the numbers?
Yeah. Can you stop looking around, please, and do your job?
Just saying. Just saying.
Excellent.
That was the Oxford English Dictionary.
No, that was your phone.
I
It
reckon.
was
Yeah,
the Oxford English
No,
Dictionary.
that was your phone, mate. Dictionaries can't talk.
Oxford English Digital ones can.
In Belfast, it's aqueous.
It's aqueous.
Not over here.
Anyway,
Anyway, anyone wants to join us for afternoon and wind Graham up all afternoon?
Unfortunately, it's my wife's birthday tomorrow. I've got no chance of getting in here.
What does she buy herself?
We'll just let that slide.
But you might make your wife in.
You can have that one.
Thank you. Oh, Stuart says, might pop into our afternoon hangout. Oh, be good, Stuart. Good to see you, mate.
Wine. Not you, Stuart. Paul. Oh, I've lost half the chat. The numbers.
I
You're
can't
playing around like a silly kid.
I can't see anyone in the chat called Arthur.
Yeah, sorry, I've lost all the numbers, mate.
What you get for mucking around with your phone?
Naughty boy.
Just trying to prove a point.
Boy.
One words.
You know, just showing you the official pronunciation. The official
Please, Emple.
pronunciation. But hey, you know.
There she goes.
How is the quality sound on the double mic on the C9920?
Probably.
No idea, Roger. It's terrible on the 920. Oh, C920. It's not very good, Roger.
No.
No, it's crap, to be honest. Ian says we try. Ian's Alpha says we try and get a few more hangouts next 5 weeks through in the shed. The instruction. Excellent. It'll be good to see you, mate.
Yeah, definitely good.
Here's a special link for the hangouts. There is, Jeff. It's on Modeling Hangout Group. Is anyone not looking for numbers?
I'm not looking for numbers.
Right. Can you put a link to the Model Hangout Group on ISM?
On the
Please.
yeah.
I've got too many screens open. I can't shut them because.
Do you want me to send out the winner?
Yes, go on, Tim.
Yes, please, Tim. Go on.
Cool. That's all right. So,
Quickly, sorry, hang on. For those who want to join the Hangouts, Graham will link them on the Hangout group over on the ISM Facebook page. It's a separate group. We've had to do that because for
Things. Yeah.
you can only join. It's a closed group, so you need to come join the Hangouts. That's why I've done it like that. But seriously, come and join us. It's a great laugh and good fun. They're on twice a day, every day, and you'll make some good friends and have a good laugh.
You're going to bring it.
right. So we draw for the Eduard Hellcats 148th. We drew the number 235. The closest at 236. That's a good guess there. Hey Mika.
Oh, hey Mika.
Well done.
Well done, Mika. Well done, man.
Nice one.
Get your name and address to me on the Facebook page, Paul Bretland of the Forum Paul. And I'm going to get that kit out. It's a lovely kit. You will enjoy that immensely. Well done.
Yeah.
So don't forget, go look on ISM Facebook page. Graham's going to put the link to the Model Hangout group. Come join us and come join our Hangouts. If we go off early, maybe we might do. I might put a link up later on. Oh, Dad's in the chat. All right, lads. I'm home now, a bit drunk, but loving the show. Hey, Dad, you're in a Hangout, buddy. I've not seen you for a while. And as Scott says, it's great fun. It is. You make a lot of good friends. And you really will have a laugh. It has an whole different dimension to modelling. We all model away by talking rubbish and arguing with Graham about accuracy.
That's it. That's what we do.
There we go. Right. So, before we go to Tim, who's looking at a ship. Ooh, that looks nice.
Sorry, yeah, I thought we've got to do me first. Yeah, I'll keep it.
We'll go to Graham, who's busy at the minute. So I'll come back to Graham, and we'll go to Dan and see where he's been buying.
He's bought nothing.
Betty has.
No.
Cosford.
I went to a model show last weekend.
Yeah, sort yourself out, Tim.
Sorry, why am I nicking? Was you swearing then? That's half a tenner.
No.
Who swore?
Dan.
What's his name, man?
There you go. That's on ISM now.
I won this on the auction last week, and Tim got it to me speedy wallet. Thank you very much, Lee.
Cool.
I shall enjoy butchering that to death.
Lee.
Oh, speedily.
Oh, speedily. I was going to say, that hell's Lee got to do with it?
And my first bargain of RF Cosford was this.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Ooh, that's good.
Everybody out there who knows about these kits are whether you know what I mean. You might be able to get a small discount, but they are roughly 90 to 100 quid. I got this for 30 from under a table. It's unstaffed, brand spanking new, and it's very excellent. It's quite big as well. Well, it's the size of that. I'll show you. Hang on. But yeah, I chipped him on price because Ivan didn't, and I just had to show him how to go on. But that's the size of the mummy. without his head is probably, I'm going to say 9-inch, 10-inch with his head. And then his sarcophagus is about a foot tall.
Nice.
It's a sizable beast. But yes, well, Andy's seen it technically. We walked past it and then...
Me, you little bugger.
Or you, it might have been you actually, G.
It was.
And then back, I thought, yeah, I'll just see what he says on price, and I just offered him 30 quid, and he said, yeah, go on then. But the very first kit I got of the day was this one, and I was very, very, very pleased with the purchase as well.
Nice. Iron Man.
A Dragon Iron Man kit. And again, I got this from under a club table. It's brand new and unstarted, and I got that for he wanted 45 and I got it for 40, which is a bargain and a very, very, very nicely molded. And my last kit of the day, I only bought 3 at Cosford, which is a shame, but it'll do. I spent enough. Was another Iron Man.
Oh, that's nice.
This is the Iron Man.
That's Iron Patriot. That's not Iron Man. Come on, get
It
it.
is Iron Man. It's an Iron Man suit.
Hold on. What does it say there, Timbo?
That's Iron Patriot.
Yeah, it was stolen. It's still an Iron Man suit. It's just Iron Patriot.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Oh, anyway. Fine.
Well,
He's not a real fan, Tim. He doesn't know.
no, he's. But they do multiple of these, and these are the first 2, and I will probably end up getting them all. But yes, it's again very, very nice. Well, it's that good. Even Ivan's looking at buying one.
It'll be his new thing soon.
Yeah.
And that other Iron Man kit, the blue and red one, I got for £30.
Well done.
Very nice.
Well done.
I will just say, anybody that goes to a model show, Timmy and Norm drilled this into me last weekend. Go to the club stands and look under the table.
Don't tell everyone.
It's my secret, that is.
Keep that secret. Just quickly, I put a link in the chat to the Hangout group as well. So click on that as well, guys and girls. And honestly, come join us. Have a great laugh. Don't believe all the rubbish. I got page isn't available. You probably need to join it. Don't know. Does that link work? Have a look. No, it's not found. That's weird. Okay, we'll try again. Right, I go to Graham. Over to you, Graham.
Okay, so I also went to Cosford. I'm on the right camera. But before I went to Cosford, I ordered some Mr. Hobby Aqueous paints. Just for the remainder of the Russian colours that I needed for my flanker. So there's another few Mr. Hobby Aqueous paints. And I also, I think that was all I booked before. And then at Cosford, here we go. Big bottle of Angels Tears, Mr. Colour Leveling Thinner. I also got the AK Dust and Dirt, deposits, the weathering set, which is lovely. And I also got the Aircraft Engine Effects weathering set from AK as well. Thanks to Simon, Skill Model Jedi, for putting me onto those, and Ivan for the Dust and Rust. Thank you. I also picked up some more AK Extreme Metals. I got Burnt Metal, Jet Exhaust, White Aluminium, and Gunmetal. Another 4 to add to the collection. Was that all a bit? Oh, I got a couple of Tamiya paint stirrers at last that I've been meaning to get for ages. They're really nice. I also had delivered since another 15 bottles of Tamiya paint, which is all the Japanese colours and a few extra random ones that I didn't have already, just to keep the thing going.
Are they aqueous, are they?
They are Tamiya aqueous, yes.
As a build.
Ivan kindly gave me some of these Andrea Colour paints to try, figure paints. I haven't had a chance to try them yet, but Ivan gave me some of those with something else, which I'll show you in a second. Right, so a while ago I bought a kit off of Ivan, which was the USS Lexington. I wanted to build an aircraft carrier. Ivan was selling it for a good price, So I bought it off him, but he didn't post it to me because I knew I was seeing him at Cosford, and I said, hang on to it till we get to Cosford. I also bought the Revell New Tool Shackleton and said, hang on to it till we get to Cosford. So he did. And he brought it to Cosford and gave me it along with Big Beautiful Doll.
Nice.
Asagawa Mustang, which I am, it's so gorgeous. Yeah, he knew I wanted a Mustang, and the crazy kid's gone and given me it because he's mad. And yeah, thanks, mate. I love you for it. And he also gave me, because he's off his rocker,
An STD.
an SU2, which I've never seen before. But actually, that's a cracking looking plane, and I'm really looking forward to building that. So, yes, thank you, Ivan.
I didn't make you spit a drink again, did I, Norman? Seriously, twice in a week.
Ivan also went on a Games Workshop figure buying thing a while back and decided he didn't like it.
Fancy doing that.
So he gave me these as well. And I think he's only painted 2 of them, I think, maybe. And the big one's not even built. So thank you, Ivan. You're a legend. And then as I was leaving Cosford, literally last 5 minutes, I spotted that.
Oh, nice.
For £22. So I've got the 148 Tamiya Sky Raider. I wanted a Sky Raider for a while, and I've wanted to try a Tamiya aircraft for a while, so it fits the bill. And it was a reasonably good price. So yeah, I'll look forward to building that. I also bought myself a sheet of plastic card, and thanks to James Skiffins, model officer, I bought a pair of this rectangular section tubing, whatever you want to call it, because you can use it to make bricks and cobbles, which is really cool. So I'll pick a piece of that up for when I start doing some dioramas. And then,
you know, the end of a pencil with the eraser out is good for doing that as well.
Yes, and Dan was telling me big flat wide paintbrushes, rip bristles out and use the ferrule as well, which is
you can alter the shape it to get different.
Yeah. And then Dan Cook, Lilliput Models on Facebook, came around the other night for a bit of a modelling love-in session. And because I drove him to Cosford, because I drove him to Cosford on Sunday, he brought this round for me, the Academy 48 Phantom.
Nice.
Jolly Roger.
Very nice. Nicely done.
Yeah, honestly, I'm over the moon. What can I say? Just I'm gobsmacked. It's gorgeous and yeah, lovely. And I think that's everything. I've had a good week.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's been a good week. Yeah. So thank you, Ivan. Thank you, Dan. You are lovely, both of you. Thank you.
Nice haul, mate.
Nice haul. Yeah, very good.
Very nice, Jake.
There we go. Right, Norman.
I actually got 2 items through this week, but I can't remember what the second one was. Anyway, I got the masking set and the, what do you call it, for the Zero, the Tamiya 30 seconds ago one.
Yeah.
Asagawa, sorry. And I actually can't remember what was delivered, the second item. So that's just it at the moment.
I can't remember what you got either.
Oh, I got something else. I can't. Anyway, that's all I've got at the moment, mate.
Okay, no problem. Mr. McCord, who looks half asleep.
I have bought kits, but they're not here.
Yeah, same for me this week.
I've bought a few kits. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, mate. John?
Just the one for me this week, and it's from the auction, which is Meng's BMR 3M mine roller.
Cool, that thing.
Nice.
Yes, Russian, lots of parts. It's got my name written on it, really, hasn't it?
Makes you unhappy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Take me a few days to put that together. So hopefully I'll be able to pick up some interesting stuff on Sunday when I'm down at the Comic Con, and have something random to show next week.
Excellent. Nice one, John. Tim?
I haven't got a huge amount. I think I can't remember if I actually showed. I've got the Frank. I can't remember if I showed that or not.
No, you didn't.
I picked up the Frank. I did some ordering for my Starfighter, and I got that in at the same time. because it was there, and it's a nice kit. I got all the rest of my resin and photo etch for a Starfighter, so that's wheelbase, cockpit, avionics, gun barrels for the Vulcan, gun bay, photo etch belts, exterior details. I did get a book, which is
a book.
Weathering the aircraft's engine.
Ooh, what's that about?
Weathering seats. It's quite surprising, I'll be honest. Yeah. And there's also I picked up a mask set cheap on good old Facebook. That's for this one, and that's me. That's why I'm quite weak.
I'm gonna say you've got through that Bundaberg quick.
Don't know about.
I've
had that for ages. I've had that for ages, isn't it?
Yeah, well, just over a week and a bit, I think.
It was only a 1 litre. It wasn't a week and a bit. Get away, you.
It was at least 10 days.
Yeah, but it's a sipper, not a supper.
No, that's a gallon.
Right, me. I got a bit of resin from B25. Waiting for a bit more that was supposed to be posted and wasn't. So when that comes, I'll share that next week. I also won the F16 last week and the bike kit as well. Other than that, as with Sam, I'm waiting on all those stuff to be delivered. So it should be here for next week. And I'll share it there as well. Michael Mitchell says, wasn't that the Frank from the auction last week? No, I think it was 48 scale, wasn't it, last week?
There's no Frank in the
well, the Jap planes you had to a 48 scale, weren't they?
Yeah, that was. I don't know. Do we have a Jap plane?
I can't remember. No, it wasn't that one, Michael. Anyway, no. There we go.
We had a Warhawk. We had a Warhawk in
Warhawk, yeah, probably that, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, so we didn't have any Jap planes in there, unfortunately.
Right, so there we go. That's what we've all been buying and building. Yeah, we've all looked at that. So, yeah. So I'm going to hand you over to Tim, who's going to go for all these kit releases. So exciting!
So
Come on, yeah, Jimmy. Right.
Like that, and play it.
Roll out the ship.
There we go.
Didn't Graham look dead happy there, didn't he?
Oh, look, it's Andy.
Sorry, I was in a little one of me on.
Look at that, Andy. Doesn't he look happy?
He does.
Oh, you could. Why didn't you pick picture where he's got his guns at?
Hang on, we haven't finished yet.
Yeah, mate.
Just you wait. There's stuff.
I tell you what, we did a little bit of a recon mission through Andy's profile. Oh, it's so rich of pictures, isn't it?
I'm not going to put them all in one day. They'll be spread out over the next month or so. Don't worry.
Good supply for quite some time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Andy's been to skateboarding, not skateboarding, rollerblading.
Rollerblading while wearing tampons.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. He was actually pretty damn good. I couldn't do anything like that on roller skates or blades. So well done to Andy. But you did look too old for what you're doing. It's terrible. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on with what we've got coming up to this. Overall's been coming up. B-Max's 124 Nissan 240 RS. You can do a pre-order for that over at Spot Model. £36.85. €42, 24.52, $5,242. Wow. What is going on there?
I thought that was out now. Is it not out yet?
No, it's still saying it's still. I did check earlier. I'm sure it still said pre-order.
Okay.
So you got the B-Max's BMW M3. Ooh. This is the rally version. So you've got raised suspension, different wheels, 2 seats, something slightly different inside the car. And they've also got a detail set out there for it. So the kit itself, £36.24, €41.78, $51.49. The etch set, which includes the aerial antenna, photo etch, and seat belts, £16.38, €18.88, $23.27. Well worth getting, I think, if you get the car.
They are fantastic kits.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, it doesn't really need that detail set.
No.
Is it not good for the seat belts and the antenna?
If you want the seat belts, yeah, and the antenna, yeah, but if you've already got the bits like I have, it's not worth getting. But yeah, the kit is phenomenal, and that's going to be awesome. I will be grabbing a few of those when you get.
ICM are releasing the 124th Model T with the mechanic set, the female mechanic set, all in one box. £26, €30, $37. Nice. There's the ICM at 148 for JU80A4. So this is Hungarian, Romanian, different planes for that one, £26, €30, $37. And we've got the ICM 148 MiG-25 PB. This is the Soviet interceptor. So this one comes with rockets, missiles. Missiles. Yeah, that's the version I'm going to get hold of.
Nice.
Yeah, I really like the look of that. Good. Yeah, R40s, R40RDs, R40Ts. A load of missiles. Loads of different missiles in that one. And that's a massive bit of plane. £98, €44, $54 for that. Very nice. Sword have got a load of 172 planes coming out. They've got the Grumman TBM-3W, which is an ugly looking little plane. It's like a sonar, so it checks on shipping, and I don't think it does do submarines, but I check on shipping for that one.
It's an Avenger, isn't it? No.
Yes, it's on an Avenger. Yeah.
Different back end on it, I think.
Yes, different back end and the big thing underneath its belly. Yeah. Weird looking plane. And then they've got Lockheed RT-33A.
Oh.
Nice colours.
On scale.
Yeah. So from Revel, we've got this. This is an older box. Oh, sorry, older kit reboxed. Now, I had this kit when I was a kid, and I actually sold it, and I do regret it because I do like the shape of this car. It's just that 80s era. 85 Oldsmobile show car. This would be the single turbo V8 in that one. E-models £25.19, €29, $36. If you're in the US, that will probably be $25 instead.
Yeah.
Revel 125 kits over at E-models. You've got the Barger Bronco, the Big Game Country pickup 78 GMC, and the 66 Pontiac GTO. They are all £22.49. Well, not all three together, each £22.49, €26, $32.
You like my truck?
You like my truck?
Yeah.
From Hasegawa, they got a rebox of their 172 Shimway SS2 Rescue Seaplane.
Oh, it's really cool, isn't it?
Proper ugly, but very cool.
Very ugly.
Yep. Very nice. E-models £49.49, €58, $71.
Very cool.
Very nice. New truck coming out from Italian Airy. They're doing a 124 Iveco at Bath.
That is
that's very, very nice.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's got carbon wing mirrors, carbon bits on there, nice decal scheme on there, little alloy wheels on there, looking good. And they're doing a different version, the Scania R730 streamlined high cab with a different griffin. Looks like a nasty griffin on the back.
Do you think you'll be able to get LEDs for those roof lights on the Abarth?
Probably.
Yeah. You just got to do it all yourself. You just buy those dinky little micro LEDs.
Yeah. Or SMDs.
SMDs, yeah, micro LEDs, SMDs, sort of things. You put them in there.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it all. I've got a load for my truck. You can do them.
Ian said he's got that Scania on the bench right now.
Oh, it's they're good kits. Yes, very nice.
I keep meaning to pick up a truck kit, but I can never decide what I want. Like you two, I like the six wheelers.
The six wheelers are cool.
They're better, so much better. There's one I've got my eye on at the minute, and I'm like, I should get it. I don't know.
That Bath one though, I do like.
It's nice.
That's very nice. Very cool. New coming out from Hasegawa. This is a new kit. The R31 Skyline. So this is before the Godzilla 32. Looks quite cool. Quite like the look of that.
I don't like it.
You don't like that? I quite like these early ones.
I don't like the shape.
It's very early 80s.
Yeah.
Very early 80s. That quite like the look of that. That will be very popular.
Might get some cool schemes for it that might change my mind.
Yeah. In theory, there should be quite a lot of them. It's a very well used car. Also from Hasegawa, they've got a 135 wheel loader following on from their recent releases. This looks very cool. A female driver for it. The wheels turn, the bucket goes up and down. Very cool.
I like all their machinery, what they're bringing out at the minute, though.
Yeah, they're doing some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
It's been long awaited, all this sort of thing. So well, good to see. Hasegawa are doing a reboxing of their 132 Ki 44. This is going to be the Akenzo Training School version. So it'll be different markings mainly for that one, I'd imagine. Eduard, I've got some 148 kits coming out. They've got an Africa 109 limited edition dual combo. So you get a 109 F4 and a 109 G2. A load of different markings on those two, and then you got an Albatross DV with different markings. It's the same kit as previous. Academy's got a 135 M163 Vulcan IDF kit. Very cool.
Bit of firepower there.
That's a good bit of firepower on that thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
Techcom they've got the Techcom 206S. They've got a price of a pre-order over at Veteranus Models, £44, €51, $63 for that.
Cool.
Belting looking beasties they are.
It's a funky looking thing, isn't it? Very nice.
I like that.
Yeah. The Roden 135 Hulk 75 artillery tractor, Veteranus Models, £49, €57, $70. I think that's a bit high at the moment.
Yeah.
Looks like a weird bed.
Yeah, it's very weird, isn't it?
Looks like a weird
A bit of a weird full poster in it. Yeah, strange.
Yeah, like a four poster.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the price is a bit high at the moment, unfortunately. So I know I'm going to be hanging around waiting for it to eventually, hopefully, go down in price or pick one up.
I really like the look of it, but that's a bit too strong. That.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit too strong. Atalieri are releasing, this is a Reeboks, a Alfa Romeo 179 in 112 scale. This is a old, what was it, sorry?
Protar, was it?
Protar, that's what I was looking for. It is an old Protar kit. So they do build up well, but it will need a good bit of fettling to make it really nice. But what you see in the box, it will come out looking like. So that's quite a nice car. Very nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Trumpeter's 148 C Vixen is available over at E-Models, £56.69, €66, $81.
It's really not cheap, is it?
Hey?
It's not cheap, is it?
No, it's not cheap at all. It's very expensive. It's another one. If it'll come down, we'll get offers on it eventually.
Yeah.
Something for a bit weird from Fujimi, you can buy some castles. Very random. 1/700 scale Japanese castles. They do like bringing out some weird stuff.
I just got the one question.
What's that?
Why?
Yeah, exactly. There must be someone out there that wants to build a model of a castle.
Yeah, make it a model of King Kong or something. Or
Kitty Hawk are going to be bringing out their little bird with figure set as well. So I imagine they've teamed up with one of the resin companies, or they've actually designed their own plastic figures to go with the little bird. Nice.
I believe.
Yeah, cool. Hey,
Floyd Werner.
Nice. Spotted this one. This is proper ugly. Cavalier Turbo Mustang 3 conversion.
Wow.
So you get wingtip tanks, you get a different tail, and you get a turbo prop engine in it, and it's for the Tamiya kit.
How to make a good-looking plane look really ugly.
Yeah, I may say it is ugly. That is an ugly plane.
Don't like it.
Don't like it.
I don't like it.
But yeah, it's one of those. If you like it, you're gonna like it. Other than that, it's not one of those ones that goes, wow, yeah, weird looking thing. From Reese Models, they've got the Bren carrier with a German gun, and looks like going to be German crew driving it around. And they got a 3.7 centimeter Pack 36 with a metal barrel on that. Airfix's 172 Sea King HR3 is available over at E-Models, £17.9, €20, $24. Two schemes in that. You get an Air Force RAF Rescue livery, and then a Reading State Jeanette. I think it's a Canadian helicopter, that one.
Is that the original boxing?
No, that's the new one.
No, that's the new tool one, mate.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's all brand new tooling, that one.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nice. It's a good price, actually, to be honest. Nice price for that. Now, this one, bit of a word of warning. So this is Airfix's 172 B26 Marauder. Watch out. This is a Reeboks of an old kit. It's meant to go together very well.
Yeah. I don't believe that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's got raised detail on it because of its age. But it's an old 70s kit pre-boxed. £17, €20, $24 on that one.
How many people are going to be sucking into buying that?
Yeah. If they did a brand spanking new 172, that'd be nice, but
It's a brand spanking new box.
the brand new box and some new decals for it, at least.
Well,
We've got Wing Up Wings Junkers Day 1. Weird looking, looks like a flying tin shed. I've ordered one of them. Veteranus Models, £63, €73, $90. Very weird, very cool.
I'm flying me man cave.
Yeah. From Meng, they've got a load more of their little Toons type vehicles coming out. You can buy a British medium Sherman Firefly. Looks quite good. I like the look of that. You can now get the Panther. And they do the M4A1 Sherman in pink, which my little girl will probably want next time we see she's that. And they're doing Warship Builder U-Boat Type 7.
That is cool. That.
Which
Cool, yeah.
I like the boat.
Yep.
Boat. Yeah. It says boat. U-boat, sub.
Underboat.
Yeah.
Anyway, nice looking little kits. Very nice. Dragon have got a couple of bits coming out. They've got the 250-9 with the 270 turret, and they've got an IDF Madac 5 with ERA and Mine Roller. That thing looks cool.
I think both of them.
Model Factory Hero are doing the 112 Tolman Hart TG184 Candy.
Cool.
So you get 3 different versions. You get Monaco Grand Prix, German, Italian, and then the Canadian, Detroit, Dallas, and British Grand Prix version.
My wife has actually sat in that car.
Hey?
My wife has actually sat in that very car.
Oh, she?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a reason to go buy it, Sam.
No.
No, she was trying to steal it at the time.
That'll be the usual price of £600. A lot of time, a lot of money, and well worth it.
Be beautiful, Tim.
Yeah, very nice. That'll be very nice indeed. AK Interactive have got some Extreme Reality 3 over at Spot Model. This is pre-order of these. I must say, it's some really nice pictures on there. Good variation of what you're looking at. So you've got some damaged seats, some damaged material, buildings. How to make a back end of a cab look all dirty. Nice little books. These £21, €24, $30. And then AK Interactive are doing a photo etch, how to handle and deal with photo etch, all the tools and how you deal with them. So if you're a bit bewildered with what you do with photo etch, that might be a good book. But £8.69, not overly expensive, and might just answer a few questions that you maybe always wondered. If you're at a show, open it up, have a little look through. It might be something for you. Yeah, £8.69, €9.95, $12.32 for that. Tamir have announced they're going to be bringing out a 112 YZF R1M, brand spanking new 112 kit.
Very nice.
That'll be nice. Cool looking bike. Very nice.
Beautiful bike.
Tacom have, with their recent releases of their Panthers, have now announced they'll be doing the Panther D mid early, and then they'll be doing a Panther D late with a full Zimmery and full interior. That'll be a lot of kit. Very nice looking.
No.
We got Hasegawa have got 124 STP Toyota 87C and the Honda Civic SB-1 Team Yamato. Cool little car.
I quite like that little Civic.
Yeah, little Civic. That's a proper old school Civic, that is.
That's the Wayne's World one, isn't it?
No, that wasn't a Civic.
That wasn't a Civic.
That was a
AMC Pacer or something.
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, AMC Pacer. Yeah, I like the Toyota. That reminds me of a Jag.
Yes, I was just about to say the same thing.
XJ220 type of sort of thing. Yeah, very cool. Very nice. We've got some build shots from B-Max's Porsche 935. That's cool.
I don't think I'll buy that, you know.
No,
I honestly, yeah, I probably will buy.
Definitely will.
It's the other one I want, the next one.
And then you got this one. Shows got the decals on it and the paint's looking
No, it should be the standard HB scheme, though.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
That would be nice.
So for those that don't know, that's the RDS one group.
RDS one.
And it's the wide arch.
Yep.
Very, very cool.
Very wide arch. Master Box have got some really weird figures coming out. You can buy the lady with the snakes.
The guy that needs a snake.
Yeah, you can buy Mr. Cool stand there with his gloves on.
Wow.
And then you can stand with, and then this one, I think Scott with a cigar driving his truck.
The guy on the top left needs dusty knees.
And if you want to do these two blokes in a pose, looking a bit odd, you can buy these two lovely ladies to stand with them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's got a thumb out.
Just me, or are all these figures just really creepy?
Yeah, they are a bit creepy.
And they're just like sex dolls.
You could do some right poses with that, couldn't you? So these ones are from at hand at the moment, £11, €12.70, $15.66. And then we've got the two ladies, Erica and Kerry.
Ladies.
£11.50, £13.28, $16.35. And that is us for the day.
Yeah, that's a great bit of Photoshop inside it.
Brilliant.
Andy looks like he's mid-stroke. You can take that either way you want. Graham's busy rambling. Oh my god, that's so funny.
That's a brilliant one,
That's it done for the week.
Well done, Tim.
Excellent.
Cheers, Tim.
Yeah. We keep an eye out for Andy's pictures. We got loads of them.
Oh, we got loads.
Lots and lots and lots of them. Oh, brilliant. Excellent work, Tim. Some great stuff there.
Yeah.
Hopefully those BMAX kits won't be too long because they seem to release them really quick.
They are pretty good with them.
I want the Beamer will be out first. I'll be grabbing a couple of them.
Yes.
If you've not built a car kit, that Beamer's brilliant. It really is. And like the S1, I'll be grabbing a couple of them, and then hopefully we see some more groupings as well.
Be great, wouldn't it?
It would be very nice. Well, no, the S4 Lancia's coming out. So I've made, well, while the money's good, and sold off my resin kits on eBay to get the money back. So
I did.
And there we are.
Question in the chat, Tim. Somebody's Asbo's asking, do any manufacturers do a Vauxhall Nova? That rings a bell, but I think it was an Opal, wasn't it?
No, I did find there was a company doing a 1/43rd Opal Corsa, which is a Vauxhall Nova, but it's 1/43rd. But there is a kit of it out there.
Yeah, I get it 1/43rd, 24th, no chance.
Yeah, no chance, man. Maybe
eventually. It was a popular Group N car, wasn't it?
Yeah. That and the little Fiestas. I'm surprised they haven't been done yet.
Yeah. Well, hopefully BMAX. If you're listening, BMAX or Aoshima rather, come on. Get those Group Bs out. Let's see the Group Bs and the British touring cars. That's what we need.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Corsa did replace the Nova Asbo, but the original Opal Corsa was what we called the Vauxhall Nova.
Yeah, they swapped the names around.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Corsa was a Nova, and then the Nova was the Corsa.
Yeah.
Just the way it was.
Yeah.
It's like the old Cavaliers, I think, were actually called Vectras.
Yeah, they were Vectras, yeah.
What did they call the Vectra then?
A bag of crap.
I think
They did a Saab instead.
The name went with it, Tim. It's just carried on as Vectra.
They just carried on as Vectra.
We just took the Opal names. I don't know why, but we did.
Yeah.
Injection mold RS200, yeah. Although that restaurant's not bad, Gary.
6R4.
We got a spammer there, Graham.
Yeah, I got him. Oops, I pressed timeout instead of.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, injection molded. Be nice, Gary. The resin kit looks good. Did hangouts replace pricks of plastic? There was a separation there, Frank. They went their way, we went ours. So that's that. But yeah, my hangouts are different, totally different. So if you want to join our hangouts, the link's over on ISM. Pop over, come join us. Yeah, 6R4 we need. So all the Group Bs, every single Group B we need. Definitely.
Cheers, Gav. Take care, mate.
And there we are. So that's the show done. It's 11 o'clock. I'm not going to hang around. We're going to go off air, I think. I'm going to put the link up. If you want to come join us, pop in, say hello.
Just before we go, Paul, can I just mention that Malcolm from Models for Heroes has got his second modelling session this week in Northern Ireland, in the northwest, in Bennett House at Port Rush. So if anybody who's watching is in Northern Ireland, drag your son across and have a look.
Yep, definitely. Well, good charity support. by all means.
Very good charity.
And Asbo, yes, Lotus Carlton, you're talking to a few car nuts here, mate. Right? When John our hangouts, Cleaver Turbos, yep.
Oh, I'd love to have my Calibra back. Oh.
So yeah, if you want to come join us, guys, I'll pop the link. Give us 10 minutes to have a little bit of a conflab, and I'll stick the link up over on the Hangout group. The link's on ISM as well to come join the Hangout group, and the link for the Hangout will go on there. And there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. We shall see you all next week, and take care. We'll see you then. Bye, bye, everyone.
Bye,
guys. Bye.